is money, honey. All we talk is money. All we talk is money. It's like bees to the honey. Honey, money, honey, money, honey. It's the SOSCAST, baby.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody cheers. Good to be here with everybody here in the audience, here at home. Anyway. Welcome to the SOSCAST, only here on Valuetainment, the sexiest financial show in the world. This is where finance meets romance. Can we get a wide shot? That's what kind of screwed me up here. Look at the panel here that we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a completely different setup than we typically do. And this is a completely different show than we typically do. So typically, it's, as Jennelle Gordon pointed out, we're in a semicircle. There's, 8, 10 people who are having these conversations. I had some friends that were like, hey, how could I get on? David Green shows up, boom. Kevin, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. All right, let's boom. McQueen, that's my dog. All right, boom. Ladies, I'm bringing a roommate, cool. Can I bring my ex-boyfriend? No, he's not invited, boom. All right, cool. But we have a special panel. We're starting later than usual. We usually start at 4, we end at 6-ish. Today we're starting at 6, so kudos to the production team for getting us started on time. But with this amazing panel that we have of millionaires and influencers and dating coaches and lovely women and thought leaders and sex coaches and OnlyFans girls. And what do you do again?
Everything.
That's right. We want to have some fun today. So today's going to be a unique episode, and I think we're going to have some fun. Are there going to be disagreements? Sure. Are there going to be maybe some arguments? Maybe. But as I've announced numerous times, and I will continue to announce, the whole premise of the SOSCAST, bringing men and women together, is not to see them fight. That's already happening enough in real life. I would love to find out what we agree upon more than anything. Okay, can we establish some common ground? Where do we appreciate each other? Where do we maybe disagree but understand each other? The whole premise here is that we can all get along. Can we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who thinks we're going to be able to get along today?
Yeah.
Me.
I'm hopeful.
Troy's already gotten it over here, which is fine. So you ladies go attack Troy. But he's a gentleman, and I think everything's going to be okay. So I want to just sort of create the ground rules here. So everyone at home knows what's going on, and then boom, we're starting the show. We're not going to do big, long-winded intros. So we're going to play a game. Some may say it's the dating game. Some may say it's the game of life. But we're going to do an array of topics that start from funny and light to serious as hell. So we'll work our way up. Just know there's going to be some conversations that, hide your wife, hide your kids, because it might get a little controversial here, but that's okay, because we're looking to do what? Find some common ground. So everyone here, raise your thumbs, because you have it. These are called voting panels. And at any point, when I ask you, you guys know what colors are, right? Red means no, X, green means all right, cool. Totally down with that. So everyone cool with that? Yeah. So there's going to be serious questions, not even questions, there's going to be scenarios. Okay, situationships that people talk about today. And you're going to the only thing I ask of you guys is just keep it real. Just keep it real. Like, for instance, if he says an answer and the girls love it, don't pander to the girls. Be like, nah, I totally disagree, because I know my dog McQueen ain't here to make any friends. Maybe some girlfriends. But, you good?
Yeah, I'm
okay,
solid.
cool.
I'm solid.
So, if this is your first time watching Valuetainment or the SOSCAST, thank you guys for being here. Go ahead and like the video so more of your friends know what we're doing around here. Thank you. As always, I can't forget this, or I'll get yelled at, apparently. The lovely Natalia Del Valle is here. Can we get a close-up shot on her beautiful smile, please? There's Nat. Hi, Nat. Oh, who's that guy? That's Malik. So, Nat, you okay with sharing the seat with Malik?
Yeah, we're sharing.
Now, Malik.
Put the brown kids in the corner because
There they go.
we're working.
There they go.
Oh my gosh.
Jorge, my mic's good?
Wow.
I can't hear myself. So, Malik, here's your job. Just keep Nat in a good mood and help her read. That's it.
Give me some money.
Okay? And Nat is going to be manning the chats or womaning the chats, because you'll get canceled if you don't kind of use the appropriate words.
Yeah.
So Nat's on the 1s and 2s. Nat, before we meet our panel of men and lovely ladies, is there anything you would like to say before we kick this bad boy off?
Awesome. Well, happy SOSCAST Day. We're super excited to have a full panel. We have a nice panel today, and I'm super excited to kind of change it up. A late night show. We've got some great situations I'd like to kind of get through today, and I'm super excited. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff. SOSCAST is growing rapidly, and we appreciate each and every one of you, including all the lovely Nat haters. I love you. And let's get the party started.
Thank you, Nat. So, as we say around here, sexiest financial show in the world. This is where finance meets romance, and my goal, my main objective, is to help you guys out there, guys and ladies, get paid, laid, and do it your way. So in order to accomplish that, it's not all on me. I'm not a one-man show. As Trump says, only I can fix it. No, I need your guys' help. That's why I have you guys here today. So with that being said, let's meet our panel of studs who had no clue what's happening here today, but these guys are sharp on their feet. They're quick-witted, and they're super successful, and they've all made it in this world, and they're going to offer tons of value. So on my right, Kevin Savo's in the house. Thank you for being here, bro. Your first time on the show.
Yeah, Sauce made the call. I came straight here. I'm on no sleep. I just finished an 11-month process of making a movie. I'm happy people I know are here. Troy I haven't seen in like a year. I wanted to ask Jennelle something about sex like 7 months ago, but she didn't pick up the phone, so I forgot now. But I'm happy to be here, yo. This is going to be fun.
Thank you, Kev. And tell us what you do for work and your relationship status.
Writer, director, actor, co-founder of the Red Pill Lions NFT. I do a lot of work with Rollo Tomasi and Donovan Sharp. They're probably the main reason I'm in this circuit. And would you want to know?
Your relationship status, sir.
Am I sleeping with anybody?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats. Nice. What's his name?
Clever.
I'm kidding. He's an
even
absolute
worse
stud.
off camera.
He's an absolute stud. He helped me at the CME a year ago. Super talented guy, and I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you. We're going to get you in a movie at some point, too.
Let's do it, baby.
Like an Entourage
So
style
my
thing.
dog, my homie, my amigo, McQueen is in the house. He's back. Ladies, don't look too hard. You will fall in love real quick. McQueen, you moved from LA to Miami. You're doing your thing. You just hit 1 million subs a couple months ago. What's new? How's Miami treating you?
It's going good. I spend most of my time inside the crib. So, there's that. I just wake up, I go to the gym. I'm a very habitual dude. I just try to stay out the way. And I just do my work and then, just make money and that's it.
Any special ladies in your life, or you're just doing what McQueen do?
Nah, absolutely not, man. Just been trying to stay away from pussy, you know what I'm saying? It's a rabbit hole,
A rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I know it. Okay. Well, thank you for being here. David Green's in here. Bigger Pockets, massive financial real estate podcast. He just came out with a book. Was nice enough to get me a signed copy. But this is the guy to talk to if you're interested in investing, real estate, building wealth. David, what's new? Tell us real quick about the book.
Yeah, the book is basically the antidote to the get-rich-quick schemes that are going around in the world of online social media. Even in the real estate space, there's a lot of that. And a lot of people want to buy real estate with no money, no job, no skills, no hope, and they have bigger problems than can't buy real estate. So I basically detailed my journey of how I started off learning how to save all of my money. Then I got better at making money. Once I had some, I started investing, and I call those the 3 pillars: making, saving,
Awesome.
investing.
And I'm all about saving that money. What's your relationship status?
Single.
Single. Okay, so ladies, if you like a rich real estate investor, we got one for you. Speaking of eligible bachelors, one of the most eligible bachelors that I know, Troy Francis, dating coach, good-looking male model, great hair, just a total stud. He is in the house. Troy, how you been, bro? I haven't seen you since Access Vegas. Where Tiffany and I and some friends had a great show with Rollo and Michael. By the way, shout out to Rollo and Michael, because I know they're watching.
Yeah, that was a great show, man, and it's great to see you again. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure to be in Miami. I'm an English gentleman. I'm from London. I coach guys in dating and mindset and confidence skills all over the world. And yeah, things are going pretty well, man.
Okay.
I was just in Mexico City, came over here, going to Colombia next week, and then New York City. So
Well, there's one thing I know about Colombia. There's nothing to do there.
absolutely,
There's
it's
nothing to
terrible.
do. It's a horrible time, so good luck finding something or someone to do in Colombia.
It's going to be very hard.
That's tough to do. Okay, so thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Jorge, just make sure the mics are good, because I want everyone to be heard. Liv's in the house. Let's meet the ladies. So rather than me having to remember everyone, just rapid fire, say your name, what you do for work, your relationship status. Go ahead.
All right, my name's Liv Margaret. I have a cosmetics business and a media company, and I'm single.
Okay. Christy?
Hi, I'm Christy St. Regis. I'm living for a living, starting a podcast of my own. I go on podcasts and I do OnlyFans.
Okay.
And I'm
you
single.
do this all the time. You're like, I'm a podcaster, I'm an influencer, I do a podcast. Oh, by the way, I do OnlyFans.
It's not a secret though.
OnlyFans.
It's not a secret.
So, I know.
It's in my link
You're
in my
actually,
bio.
the last episode on, you're looking for a co-star.
Yeah, a husband
So-
and co-star, yeah.
Right. So, you know, those rich, good-looking, successful dudes that are down to do
Blonde.
some porn. So
Yeah, blonde.
I wish you, and they have to be blonde. So if finding that guy isn't hard enough, he has to be blonde. Okay?
I found it once, I can find it again.
All right, diamond in the rough. My friend, Mama Milf, is in the house. Jennelle Gordon's here, looking as sexy as ever, lady in red. Jennelle, what's new? What's going on? Your son's here with you.
Yes, he's
He's
in
the
the
biggest
green.
8-year-old stud I ever met.
I know.
What's up?
Well, thank you for having me. You know I love you. Is this okay? It's good?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, so many good things. So I'm Jennelle Gordon. I'm a tantric intimacy sexpert. I host global luxury retreats around the world where I save marriages in 5 days or less. My book is coming out Valentine's Day, Unfuck Your Sex Life.
Ooh.
Unleashing Passion and Intimacy for an Orgasmic Relationship. I also have a lot of cool lifestyle stuff coming out, including essential oils, skincare, just a whole bunch of fashion lines, a lot of stuff to like brand what I believe and what I do.
Gotcha. Who are you dating these days?
And that's a
What
secret.
6'8", semi-professional basketball player type dude are you dating, Jennelle?
I got to keep that a mystery. We
Okay.
know I kissed and tell too much last time and it wasn't
You
good.
do?
I
And
did.
that's
So
why-
now lips are sealed.
Okay.
Aren't you proud of me? I'm growing up.
You're, finally, Jennelle's growing up over here. It only took you 30 years.
Listen, I'm a
Yes.
biohacker too.
That's
Stem
right.
cells for life, baby.
There we go. All right, we have a new girl on the panel today.
Hello.
Lauren
De Laguna.
Lauren De Laguna. Okay, you don't look like a De Laguna.
Yeah, I'm from Laguna, and it means from Laguna.
So this is a made-up name.
It's a completely made-up name, yeah.
Call that one out real
Yeah.
quick. Okay, you look like a Lauren Richardson.
I mean, my real name's Lauren Hayden. I don't
All
really
right,
care.
I knew it. I called it. I knew it was a fake name. Kevin, I knew it was a fake
pretty
name.
close.
De Laguna. She's from Laguna. And you are who?
Well, I have a math degree. I just passed the bar in Florida and Arizona, but I'm currently working on content creation, and I'm roommates with Pixie, and we're going to start our own podcast. Yeah.
We got some pixie dust all up in the
We
house.
do.
So are you choosing to do content creation over law?
Well, I'm still waiting on my license because I literally just passed the bar.
Well, you passed the bar.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank
Clap
you.
it up for our attorney in the house. If we have a slip and fall or any of these girls hurt anything, you're my lawyer. Just defend me, not the girls.
Well,
Done.
I'm not, because I'm not licensed.
Okay, something tells me you're going to be defending the girls. What's your relationship status?
Pardon?
Relationship status.
Oh, it's single.
Okay, gotcha. How old are you?
29.
Okay. The dirty 30's coming up, girl. When's your birthday?
December.
All right, well, let's fucking go. The lovely, the talented, the not British, she's Aussie. Amy's here.
Yeah, you say it in the British accent.
Yes, you know, I love the Aussies more than the Brits. No offense, Troy. My
She
ex was
sounds British,
British.
though, man. I thought
It's
she was
all good.
British.
You thought I was
Amy,
I
British?
thought you were British when I first met you.
No way.
No, seriously,
I can
'cause
hear the
oh.
Aussie.
Troy, she's faking accents left and right. We can't keep up with Amy. Amy,
I'm
what's
fake
new?
American, fake Australian, fake British. What else is new? But
Yes.
I'm Amy Dangerfield. I'm 28 years old. I've done high ticket sales pretty much my whole life. Currently taking a little bit of a break, kind of vetting out my options. I do a little bit of content creation in the YouTube space, growing pretty rapidly. Just hit 14K within a couple of months, and I am single.
All right, ladies, her DM is open. Let's go over here. We got Brianna. This is Kevin's friend. You came highly recommended from Captain Savo. Captain Savo.
We always run into each other on the road, and we're here doing an event on the same
So
day,
you
I figured
saved
to fill face.
that young lady.
No.
Okay.
She can take care of herself.
Gotcha.
That's fine, thank
Brianna, tell us your story.
So my name is Bray Kubista. I'm an artist, a visual artist, and then I also do event curation, and I also work at a gallery, so everything within the art realm, and currently curating an immersive art experience out here in Miami too. So.
Gotcha. Are you currently curating a relationship or what's going on there?
Yeah, that's curating. I
All
guess.
right. So you single, married, kids, nothing?
It's up for debate, I
The
guess.
old it's complicated thing. I've heard that one thing before. Okay, Tracy's here.
Yes, hi, I'm Tracy. I am co-founder of The Digital Duo, and we are a social media management agency and business consulting firm.
Gotcha. And this is and single, married, kids?
I am single with a little 4-year-old
That's right,
boy.
single mother. That's right. I told you you're gorgeous, but I would never date you. I get it.
Totally fine. I'm okay with that.
I'm sorry. Daniela's here, sister of my friend Christy Stone, Jason Stone, the millionaire mentor.
Yes,
Shout out to Jason.
I'm Daniela. I'm 24. I am co-founder of The Digital Duo. I specialize in content creation and social media management. Right now, I'm not gonna say single because it's there.
All right, so some dude out there that was wondering what's going on is still confused. So respect to you. It's just like, tell me we're in a relationship. Where are you? No.
We are.
Cool.
Okay, we are.
Just give him a green light, do whatever the hell he wants.
No.
It's
Don't listen
fine.
to him.
It's cool. He just broke up with you. It's fine. Okay. So you guys are sharing a mic. We're good on that. Tiffany Fox with how many X's in there? 7 X's?
It's 1 X. I don't spell it ghetto.
Okay. So there's only 1 X?
There's 1 X. I'm a lady.
So you can blame Natalia for putting 3 X's in Fox.
What? I like it spicy.
She likes it spicy. But it's not like you do porn or anything like that.
I'm actually making my sunset out of it.
Okay, so you do porn.
I'm making
So
my
my
sunset.
bad. So there are some X's in there. Got it. Cool. Well, you're also very red pill. Give us your story.
Tiffany Fox with 1 X. I am host of All In with Tiff. And I'm also one of the newest members of Red One Studios out in Las Vegas.
Respect. Relationship status?
Savage.
So many different directions we can go with the lady being a savage. David's already rolling his eyes and his neck and his back. His neck hurts, his back hurts. So the All In with Tiffany.
All In with Tiff.
All right. Well, something tells me someone's going all in with Tiffany sooner rather than later. Respect to you.
If they haven't
I actually
already.
thought you were great on the Access Vegas podcast. I wanted to tell you that.
That was a great episode.
That was great. I got an argument with that Puerto Rican girl.
Oh man, she was crazy.
Dude,
I'm
you
not gonna
destroyed
even
her.
I destroyed her,
Doug,
but
you
I
stole
don't
the
like
show
fighting
on
with
that
these
one.
girls. But thank you.
That was
but
the funniest you
I
ever
told
done.
her if she ever needed a job cleaning the toilets here, I would hire her. So whatever her name is, I won't even
You
justify
got a lot
it.
of positive love in the comments for that.
Well, thank
People like
you,
Adam's
you know?
like really coming through.
Sometimes
today.
I can be a savage.
Yeah.
Not
Like
gonna
you.
lie, I was
But-
kind of crying in Rolo's arm when you were going off. I thought it was
Yeah.
so classy. Like you did it with so much class, and there was no way she could have outclassed you.
Yeah.
But it was freaking hilarious.
No,
I was
she's-
crying in my
She
own
knows I'll
arms.
call ICE agency on her fucking ass, so don't worry about that. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Thank you for the love. Pixie's here.
Hi.
Hi. She's kind of like what I would call goofy cute.
Oh, she's stunning.
I love it.
Beautiful.
She's goofy cute.
Adorable.
She's like cute, like goofy, but like funny. That's like Pixie.
We love it. We love it.
We all love it. All right. So how are you, you goofy cute girl?
I'm good. I'm still arguing with everyone. I went to California. I went to UK. I went to Washington. Just all arguing around, basically. I'm a streamer, so that's kind of what I do.
Yep. Well, we brought you here for a reason. Are you arguing with any man in your personal life?
I'm single as a Pringle. I'm still
Okay.
looking for that special someone.
That's my girl. Well, I'm gonna find some cute, goofy dude. You guys are gonna make the cutest, goofiest kids, and they're just gonna be arguing with everybody on their goofy, cute lifestyle. I see it. Okay. Last but not least, I saved the best last name for last. We got Kate Sauce-Cito in the house. You know I like that name. The Sauce Man and the Sauce Girl are here. I'm just like, that's the duo right there.
The duo.
Kate, the lovely Mexicana / feminist sometimes, but we're
Depends on the day.
depends on the day. Kate, what's new?
Just keeping it saucy, per usual.
Shit, you crushed that answer right there.
All right.
Okay, and single as a Pringle?
Oh, it's always, yep. You know what it
Always?
is. You know what it is.
What does that mean, always?
Always single.
Okay, do you wanna not be single?
I want to be single. I'm good with being single.
I'm a queen. All right, good luck with that. Okay, thank you ladies for being here. Thank you to these absolute studs and savages for being here. Is it okay with everybody that we start the show?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to fire through here. So I'm gonna give a topic, I'm gonna give a scenario, I'm gonna ask the gentlemen. You girls are gonna give a thumbs up, thumbs down. This is our first time doing this, so bear with us at home, but I think we're gonna have some fun. Is that cool? All right, cool. First scenario. Again, we're starting light. We're going to work our way up, and then World War III will break out. So just, hang tight to the end of the show to see how everything kind of happens. So first question will be for the gentleman, and then we'll flip it and go to the ladies, gentlemen, boom, 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 and then we'll just get a feel for it. So here we go. Scenario number one. We'll start with Kevin here. So, Kevin, you're in a situation, you've been dating a girl for 6 months. All right, so it's happening, things are there. It's not official, but it's, it's there. It's 6 months, right? So she just informed you that she's going on a girls' trip with all her single friends to Miami. And they're mostly single that I asked. They're planning on going out to the parties with the club promoters, and they're gonna be popping bottles and be getting stuff for free and doing the whole table thing at the club, having the time of their lives. Obviously, you have some reservations about what's going on here, and you need to have a crucial conversation with your girl. So before she obviously leaves to Miami, if that's even allowable. So your girl tells you she's going. The flights are booked, Kevin. What do you say to her?
Oh, man. Just being here is such culture shock, man. I'm from Connecticut. My women don't do anything. Like, they don't go anywhere. I'm kind of all right, but if I was in that traditional scenario that always gets brought up, that's kind of a common one in the red pill space. Sure. Yeah.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, like maybe I'm not too enthusiastic about it, but my true answer would be I wouldn't commit to a girl that's still in the party stage, especially with everything you just described. You didn't say she's just going out with the girls. You said they're popping bottles with club promoters and all this shit that I'm not used to because it only goes on out here and I'm only here once every 8 months.
Okay.
So I wouldn't. It takes a lot for me to commit to a girl. I wouldn't commit to a girl that's
so you wouldn't even commit to her life. So you're already 6 months in. What happens?
If I'm just sleeping with her for like it's been going on for 6 months, she could do whatever she wants. I don't care.
Gotcha. So she's already put in that bucket of not wifey material.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Just because she wants to go on a trip to Miami with her girls. She hasn't done anything yet. She hasn't cheated. She hasn't even popped the bottles yet. But you're already making the determination she ain't wifey material.
I hate to dance around the question, but the biggest mistake guys make is that if you know you don't want a girl that's always going to be going on wild trips and popping bottles with club promoters and all this nonsense and shit, it starts with you like not picking a girl who is eager to live that lifestyle in the first place. And what most young dudes that are inexperienced do is they pick the girl, or let's be provocative because that's what y'all want. Let's say dudes usually pick the neighborhood hoe, right? Catch feelings, then resent her for being a hoe, which is what you were able to see she was from the beginning, and start a bunch of bullshit.
You know what you signed up for when you walked in the door.
Yeah, I'm very, very conscious
Ladies,
of what
you have
signed up
your
for.
voting panel.
Is that fair?
Throw up a red or a green to Kevin's answer. This is where you put your hands up with the thing, ladies.
Your ass better put it green.
You speak English? Put a fucking
Your ass
answer.
better put it green.
It wasn't
put the
like
green
black
up.
and white.
Okay,
Is
so-
he leaving
Yeah,
her? Is he not your?
We don't know.
Yeah,
So
not
if you don't
wifey,
put
right?
anything up, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I was
so-
waiting for you to
okay,
remove
gotcha.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah, right? Not
All
bad.
right, so we're holding that.
She's a host.
McQueen, same question. Your girl's on her going to Miami, and she says, McQueen, I'm going. You know, you want to say, hey, look, I don't know how I feel about this. What do you say to her?
I would just be like, have fun, bitch. Like, and then after that, she's not gonna. I'm not talking to her after that. Like,
that's it. You're done.
I'm not gonna stop her from doing what you can do whatever you want, but I can do whatever I want too. And what I want to do is I don't want to talk to your ass after that.
There it is.
That's it.
Okay.
Would you tell her that? Would she know that if she goes?
No, because I mean, if she's my girlfriend, then yes, I would tell her.
But she's
then
not.
again, like you said, she wouldn't be my girlfriend if I knew that she was the type of girl that would be doing all that. So if we were talking for 6 months, and I don't have control over her life. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I don't. Even if we were together, I don't control anything. I can only control what I can do. So like, if I'm dating her, like you just as if I would tell her that. No, I wouldn't tell her. I'd be like, have fun.
So there would have been no conversation as to like your guys' boundaries or like what you're okay with and not
But they
okay
weren't
with in your
together.
relationship.
Well, I mean, obviously that wasn't because there was no context on the question.
No,
You know what
I'm just
saying?
asking you.
This is your girl for 6 months,
you
okay?
said there
It's
was
not
no
5-year relationship. You guys are dating. It's clear. 6 months. Like, it's not. So, there, you know. That
And
was
she's
it.
never exhibited any of this behavior previously. Is that
This
the
is her first
context
girls'
as well?
trip. Yes.
So this is her first time ever even acting like this, ever bringing this up.
Again, She hasn't done anything yet. She wants to go on her
But
girls
this is her
trip.
first time.
She's easing you into it.
How about this, ladies?
We need more.
By a show, guys, we don't need more. You have what you fucking have.
That's what I'm saying.
Make it up in your hand, okay? We need more. What's with Social Security? Where'd she go to college? What was their first kiss? Doesn't matter. Janelle, you're not getting any more. You have what you have, and you'll like it. Ladies, how about this? Let's just understand where the ladies are at. Don't overthink this. Stick something up. Green or red, the girl should be able to go.
No, she should.
Green or red, should the girl be able to go? So Amy says no, Lauren says yes, Jennelle says no, yes, no, yes, yes. So the majority of you girls say the girl shouldn't go.
Correct.
Very interesting.
What if it was a bachelor, her sister's bachelorette party?
That's what I was going to say. There's the exception.
Hold on, we're doing too much talking. Natalia, what did you say?
What if it was her sister's bachelorette party? And it was like, hey, you're my sister, like I need you to come. We're going on a girls trip.
That's why I asked. Has there been any
Let's say it's her grandfather's funeral and she's going to be traveling. Is she allowed to leave the state, or is that that's not a fun trip? Okay.
Listen,
she's going to be with her single friends.
The only person that didn't hang out with people like himself was Jesus. He hung out with tax collectors, sinners, fishermen.
Hoes.
Whoever you hang out with, you become. So if you hang out with hoes, you're a hoe.
Jesus hung out with hoes.
You gonna bring Jesus into
I
this?
said
that was a poor example of law of association, I feel, because Jesus hung out with those people and was still completely
Jesus
pure.
is the only person who didn't hang out with people.
Okay, I get your point now.
Are we supposed to follow Jesus' example though? Like, you know,
Well,
live his life?
we're not like eternal and immortal. I don't think so.
but I mean, Jesus hung out with everybody to set an example of like how we shouldn't
But
be.
Here's what we're not going to be doing. Bring Jesus into the equation. Okay, we all knew that
Jesus
was a party animal, and if there's water there, boom, now there's wine. I don't want to hear about it. God bless you, Jesus, but we're not going to bring you into the club in Miami with all these single women. I also brought David here because sometimes we need just a businessman's perspective. He's not in this red pill space. He's in that green pill space, which just means making money. So David, you're single. You're dating a beautiful girl. You know, you've been over there 6 months. It's official, but not like official. It's only 6 months. She wants to go on this trip. What do you say to her?
We have this interesting concept with real estate called an escrow period. You put a property in contract, and then you really get to know what's in that property. It's kind of like dating the property. And things will pop up during this escrow period that would be problematic, to McQueen's point here, in the future. You can't tell the seller what they can or can't do with their own property because you don't own it yet, but you can decide if you don't want to buy it. And so most people who would not be comfortable with that type of behavior can just respectfully bow out and say, you have fun on your trip. I'm glad that you're being yourself because I'm getting to see what the property actually has. I'm going to go move on for a property that doesn't have some of those issues.
With your escrow example, don't you have to have like explicit reasons within the law to break your contract?
Here's the lawyer, guys. All right. According to Article 417, I'm allowed to bring
But
exit
the
clause
answer
to
is
be a hoe
no.
in
You don't.
Miami.
The
We all know
contracts
that.
have contingencies in them that allow you to back out for different reasons.
That is true.
You can't get financing, it appraises low. You see something during the inspection period that you don't like, that's literally what it's there for. So if it's behind train tracks, if it's near a sewer, it smells bad, anything, plumbing problems. So that is what you're trying to do.
You do not want your girl coming back home with plumbing problems. We all know that.
Before you buy.
Okay, so let's get Troy's response here, and then we'll let the ladies chime in. Again, ladies, you're all smart and classy. You know, everyone raise your hand for a second. Go ahead. So you know how to do that. So when I say raise your hand, now stick the thing that's in your hand up as well. That's what you ladies are going to be doing. Please don't make me ask you again how to raise a hand. Pick your left hand, pick your right hand. If you're armless, use a fucking leg. Stick it up in the air. Troy.
You know what, Adam?
You're a dating coach.
Yes.
What would you recommend men do, and what's your opinion?
Well, I agree with a lot of what's already been said. For me personally, 6 months, even really. You're saying dating. You're using the term dating.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in any way serious after 6 months. My ex-girlfriend, we were together for a number of years. We didn't even properly commit until like 2 years in. Do you know what I mean? I'm the kind of person I just fucking leave it, and I try to avoid having that conversation for as long as is humanly possible. So if we were 6 months in, I wouldn't regard it as serious enough at that point to be sort of like laying down the law. I wouldn't feel that I had the right to do that.
Let's say it was 6 years in.
Oh, here we go. Now you're changing the parameters. You said like they were
do whatever he wants. He can
they
do
were
whatever
asking you stuff, and you said you can't change it. Now you're changing the parameters.
Well, I'm curious, what would you deem
what would
to be
you-
an appropriate amount of time to be able to have an opinion on that?
Probably 5 or 6 years, I guess. Or well, let's say 2 years.
Really?
2 3 years.
That's
2 3 years.
Real quick, I don't think that's the problem. I think I'm on the same page as Troy.
All right, guys. If you want to speak, just raise your hand. Boom, I'm calling you. Go
My
ahead, Cal.
apologies, but I think Troy got the same problem I had. You didn't say committed relationship.
Yeah.
You just said seeing somebody.
Yeah, no, listen. The original question was dating for 6 months.
Yeah.
And if we were dating for 6 months, at that point, I wouldn't regard it as serious enough. So I would just say to her, listen, you do what you want to do. That's great. I may or may not also be potentially seeing some other people anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
for me, it's going to be less of a big deal. Now, what I'm going to do is, with any relationship, is I'm going to look at their behaviour. Okay, I'm not going to try and control them. I'm not going to try and lay down the law to them. I'm not going to give it the old, fake red pill 2D alpha thing. I'm just going to look at what they do. And if what they do is not something that I'm comfortable with, then I'm going to remove myself from that situation.
Okay.
Which is kind of similar to what you guys were saying.
So I asked this question for a reason, because I wanted to get to the point where, all right, 6 months, you're dating, but it's not official. So gentlemen, and then I want to get the ladies' opinion, let's say it's a longer relationship. Is she now more likely or less likely to go on this trip?
She should be less likely, I would say.
Gotcha.
Unless, like they said, it's some kind of family thing
But
or whatever.
after that amount of time, doesn't she basically garner a little more trust from you?
Yeah,
We've been dating, we've been together 3 years. I'm not just going to try to go get boned at Club Live in Miami.
But she should do, yes.
Okay.
She should, not want to do that because now she's with you and she's in a committed relationship. Having said that, she's her own person. She can do what she wants. But I would probably have the conversation with her and just say, listen, I'm not comfortable with this.
Gotcha.
And then make a decision based on
Just
her
to be clear
actions.
from all you guys, whether it's 6 months or 6 years, you're not comfortable with your girl going out partying in the club, getting drunk on a girl's trip.
Well, man,
is that fair to say?
It's fair to say. I was at the club last night, right? And these girls, they're like twerking. They're like, there's all kind of crazy shit happening in these clubs.
Oh, you noticed?
But why do you get to go to the club and not?
I was standing by the bar drinking Diet Coke. I'm a very refined gentleman. I wasn't. No, I was just observing the people around me.
When
right?
was the last time y'all went to the club?
Last night.
All of you.
We're all going after this. None of you are invited.
It's okay for men to go to the clubs, but it's trashy for women.
No,
I don't go
it's
to
a
the
totally
club.
different experience for you guys.
Yeah.
It's a
I have to
completely
agree
different
with,
experience for
what
you
is
guys.
this person's name again?
That's McQueen.
McQueen.
Like
Okay.
Lightning
Yeah.
McQueen.
I agree 1,000. Men and women are not the same, y'all. Why do we keep trying to say we're the same? We've got to stop trying to make us be the same. We're not. You guys have lingams, we have yonis. It's very fucking different. We have different hormones. We have different boundaries and things that make things not acceptable. Women go to the club to fuck. I don't
Drop the bomb on here. So your calculation is that women are going to the club to get some D.
Yes.
No. You're red or you're green if that's true or not. So
what are you doing?
so now
This is
Amy is the only, hold on. Amy, you're the only girl that put up the green thumb other than Jennelle.
I think I was in the middle. That was actually I get what she's saying. Women are more likely to get sex at a club. Is the woman more likely looking for sex at the club? That may be a different thing.
Why is
for
she
the
twerking?
304s, quite possibly.
Why is she dressed in scantily
Well,
clothing
that
and,
wasn't in the description. But you're absolutely right in the fact that when a woman could walk out of these doors right now, could find some random restaurant, bar, anything, and go get fucked right now. That is the difference between men and women. If a man goes to a club, the sexiest club, he's wearing his best attire, he might still not pick up that night. Exactly. So that makes, I understand what you're saying in that regard, but I don't think every woman goes to the club with the explicit intention to get fucked. Can they get fucked more likely there?
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Just to be clear, Jennelle is going.
I don't know. What are you
she
doing?
thinks
So
that most.
you and
Hold
your
on,
friends.
Jennelle.
Okay.
Wait.
Most women are going to the club to get boned. Amy's basically saying, "Hold on, wild beasts. Let me talk, and I'll call on you." Amy's estimation is, they're going to the club.
They could get fucked way
they
easier
can
than
get
guys.
easier. We all know that. That's kind of what Jennelle said. But
Depends on
maybe
their
they're not.
intention.
They're
But
going
the
to
rest
read the
of you
Bible,
girls
actually.
said that no, girls are not going to the club to get some sex, right?
Most of the time.
Is that why you go to the club?
I do not go to the club to have sex. No.
Why do you
I
go to the club?
To have fun with my friends, listen to music.
Okay. Why do you go to the club?
I
don't really go to the club, but like when I do, it's never for that reason.
Okay.
So.
Kate, why do you go to the club?
Make memories with friends.
To make what?
Memories with friends.
The old memories and friends, like it's a high school reunion. Pixie, why do you go to the club?
I like dancing. I like good drinks. I like having conversations with my friends. I'm
Stop
not
the
totally
cap.
gonna get fucked by a
Jennelle.
sexy guy. I'm just saying.
I actually believe you. Tiffany?
I hate going to the club unless like I have my friends that are performing harass me to go. Because I've been doing it for 15 years.
So
I
hold on,
was
back
a
up.
rape photographer.
I'm not talking about a strip club, baby. Like
I'm not talking about a strip club.
Okay, you said
Adam.
my friends are performing.
Yeah, my friends are DJs and stuff. I used to take pictures for
My friends
Insomniac.
performing at the club. I gotta go see your strip.
Got her.
I used to take pictures of international DJs.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm crying.
Yeah, let me get this.
Damn,
I'm coming to
Adam.
you.
Yeah.
Why do you go to the club?
I like to go clubbing. I personally go because I like to have fun.
That's
But
it,
if I think I'm the youngest here. I don't know. But if I do want to go fuck, I will go with that intention. That's the difference because we do have that choice, but that doesn't mean that every time.
All right, we're gonna pause
we
for
are
a
holding
sec.
on it.
So you just revealed something. Sometimes
I
you go
said.
to the club
If I
to
want
get
to,
some
have
D.
I considered it? If I want to, like, and I know where I'm going with the intention, yeah, we're fucking
Okay,
women.
so let's
We're
back
beautiful.
up, and then
so like,
I'm gonna let Troy. How many girls
Thank
here
you.
have gone to a club, bar, lounge, strip club, whatever it is, with the full-on notion, I'm getting some tonight?
Never.
Nobody?
When I was younger.
Okay, so Jennelle's the only one here.
Everyone's
Like, I'm thinking in the terms of if you were
Now watch this. Gentlemen,
I don't hook up with random
how many
people.
times have you gone to the club,
Every
the bar,
time.
the lounge,
Every time.
and you're looking to get some ass?
Every time.
Every time.
Okay.
That's the only reason why we
Okay,
go.
we're getting somewhere here, guys.
Let's be honest.
Every time?
That's the only reason why we
Every
go.
time?
So then we,
Duh.
so then we
I only
as
go to the club
women,
for when I did,
if that's
yeah.
true, then we as
And
women
succeeded.
shouldn't allow y'all at the club,
No,
and
no,
we
no,
should be
no, no,
allowed to
no,
go.
Who's
We're
paying for
not
your
the ones
drinks,
trying to get
Lauren
fucked.
Delgado with the fake name?
Exactly.
Because
Lesbian
we just established here. We just established
Laguna.
one thing. One thing, and then I'm coming to Troy.
Can I be out?
These gentlemen have full-on admitted they are going to the club to go get some ass.
Yes.
Let's put that there. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
bunch of
Well,
hoes,
turn it up
3
a
or
little
4.
bit. You girls are basically saying, no, we're going.
It's a small percentage that we go
Everyone's
for.
fucking mic. If you're talking while I'm talking, I promise me that. You girls are going under the guise of, I'm just having fun, I'm doing whatever. You guys are what I would call just the innocent gazelle, just, hey, I'm just here sipping some water. Boom, there's Big Dick McQueen shows up and he's like, bang, got one. And you don't even know. Now you might have a little assessment of why guys have reservations to let you go out into fucking the jungle in Nairobi when you're like, I'm just having fun. When you have good-looking dudes that are ready to sharpshoot you.
Right.
Troy, you had a point.
I think that, so. The
Adam.
fundamental issue here, the difference between the male and the female perspective on this is, like you said, okay, you guys are going out looking for some ass, so we should prevent you from going. The issue, though, is, and this has been touched on, I think by, was it Amy? The ease with which sex can be obtained by both of the genders. Now,
Right.
for one thing, I'm not sure if some of you guys aren't capping here, to be honest. You know, you guys are all saying, no, I never go to the club to get laid. I don't know if that's cap. I think it might be. I think it might be in some cases. Because I think I'm not saying every time, but I think on some occasions it's probably crossed people's minds. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of that, we know that women are very emotional. We know that women are very hormonal. We know that women can be influenced under certain circumstances,
Especially
particularly
under the influence.
Well,
Exactly.
look, I mean, you're in a
Right.
place. You're in a place with loud music, with bright lights. It's a sensory experience. There's alcohol involved sometimes. Whatever, right? You know, the good-looking stranger comes along. He starts whispering those sweet nothings. You know, you might be a little bit tempted, and that is the reason why men are concerned. It's not because necessarily we don't trust you initially, but we know when you put yourself in that environment, it's the likelihood of something happening is increased. And I would argue far higher than it is for a dude going to the club, because most dudes go to the club and they stand in the corner like this in the choked circle with their friends beer, and they don't fucking talk to anybody all night. Whereas with girls, you know, you get the guys coming up and the bottles.
To be clear, we're going to get into a bunch of topics. Raise your hand with your things. Should the girl, knowing how these guys feel now, it's a relationship. Let's say it's a relationship. Should the girl go? Yes or no? Hold them high. So we have mostly no's. Pixie, of course, is saying yes. And Shocker, her roommate, also says yes. That's it. That's the end of this one. We are going to the next topic. This one's for you, ladies. So you're going to be speaking more now. I'm actually proud of myself that I just cut this thing off. I know. I actually am doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really needed that. My optimism went down. Natalia, you're going to be reading super chats after this question. Get them in. And if there's a really good super chat, we'll maybe pose that question. Nat, you with me?
Yes.
That's my girl. Okay, ladies.
$10 and up, we'll be reading chats. Let's get some
There it
good
is.
chats.
Okay. So, ladies, here's the next situation. It's about Instagram, okay? So you're dating this guy. It's been a little while.
Oh my God.
That way someone's like, is it 3 months? Is it 8 months? It's been some time. You guys are dating.
How did they meet?
Okay? It's a semi-serious relationship. You're not living together, but you're dating. Got it. You see it's going somewhere, but it's not like official. You're dating. Cool? Great? Awesome. You notice that he likes a lot of girls' posts on Instagram and comments on their posts, sometimes with heart eyes and fire emojis, and sometimes skeletons to signify, I'm dead. Okay? What do you ladies do? Pick one of these options. Do you confront him? Do you be passive aggressive and make, I don't want to talk to you. What's wrong? Nothing wrong. Clearly something's wrong. No, nothing's wrong. Do you beat his ass? Do you do what I know some girls would do? DM the other girls, find out what's going down. What is your move? What's your move?
I feel like I wouldn't be with a guy that's doing that anyway, but if he was, I would confront him.
What would you say?
I'd be like, I saw that you were commenting.
Confront Kevin. Go. Kevin's been throwing fire emojis in Christy's stories.
I'd be like,
Go.
why'd you comment on her photo?
Because she's hot. it doesn't mean that you're not. You're good
Yeah, but
looking
why do you
girl,
have to
but
give
so
her
is
that
she.
validation? Why couldn't you just think it instead of telling her to make her want you? Or
I guess if I'm role playing, I'd say I'm a simp. I just wanted her to know how attractive I found she
because
was.
you're trying to cheat. You're
Potentially.
trying to get her, right? Exactly. That's why.
Wait, I'm not supposed to answer this. Honestly, I'm fucking up the role play.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I feel like
What do
he's
you do,
trying to
Christy?
cheat, you know?
I agree with her answer. I would think it was a red flag, but I would ask him why.
Okay, you would confront him.
Yeah.
Aggressively or sort of passive aggressively or just
I would
straight
be
up?
like, why do you like these girls' photos?
Okay. Janelle, what do you do if your man is liking photos?
I wouldn't think that that's weird behavior because guys like hoes and they just like to look at ass. It doesn't mean that they're going to fuck them. Sometimes they just want to double tap it because so they don't really tap in real life. But what I would do is if we weren't like for real serious, I would ask for relationship status at that point. I'd be like, hey, I see you're liking a lot of hoes. And maybe it would help if I like show you my value a little more because I'd like to lock this down. I don't want you tapping as much. So like, let's make this serious so that your eyes are more on me.
I want you tapping this,
yeah, how
not
much more
that.
sex do you need? How many blowjobs a day do you need? That type of thing.
Yeah.
And like, just see and understand, and then just have an understanding about what I feel is respectable, knowing that he might not do it, but also just knowing my worth and what I bring to the table.
Setting some boundaries.
Setting some
well
boundaries,
said, Janelle.
fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
I do
Lauren,
this for a living.
Something tells me you're gonna go up to the guy and be like, oh yeah, you're liking shit? Well, these are all the motherfuckers I double tapped. Major fireworks going on over there. Muscles, purple eggplant. What now? What would you do? Sorry, I just went off there. What would you do if your boyfriend, David over there, David, say hi.
Hi, David.
One of the biggest real estate guys in the podcast wave, all right
cute
there, bigger
couple. I
pocket,
like
shout
this.
out.
I see it. Yeah.
What do you do if David is
real
double
estate,
tapping
yes.
Amy's pictures?
Oh wow. Well, I mean, I can't really blame him. Look at her. Yeah, we could double tap that together. No, I'm just kidding. But no.
Things just got spicy.
Honestly, though, I think it's super cringe when guys leave the heart emojis. Like, so I would find that person so cringe, I'd probably just leave them. But if I actually did care about them, I would confront them. Not the way you did with the look at all the guys who I'm putting eggplant emoji. That's just, I wouldn't do that. I would just, very similar to how she did it, like, why are you doing that? Can we not do that? And if so, I'm going to leave.
Well played. Amy, when you caught your ex-boyfriend liking that one girl's photos, what did you do?
Well, I feel like if it's on like really promiscuous photos, that type of thing, that's like simp behavior. So number one, I wouldn't be with a man like that. Plain and simple, exactly like you said.
Up. You wouldn't be with a man that would like a girl's photo?
No. Commenting like heart eyes and fire emojis on like very provocative pictures. That's simp behavior. Just like buying someone's OnlyFans.
Who said it was provocative pictures? You weren't. I just said her pictures.
Well, if it was a beautiful woman, a genuinely beautiful classic beauty, I'd be like, nice taste, babe. She's hot.
Can I say something super brief?
Go ahead.
Sure, go for it.
I feel like these two hit the nail on the head. Isn't the first problem with your man liking and hearting other girls' pictures on Instagram?
Yeah, because you're a fucking simp if you do that.
Isn't the first problem with that he's fucking lame?
Absolutely.
Isn't that the first?
Exactly.
Like, who the fuck
I mean,
does
if she was
that?
actually beautiful,
I don't
if it was like a beautiful
shit.
celebrity or something, it's like I get it.
No,
She's
but even
gorgeous.
then, you should be randomly fucking putting fire emojis and hearts on.
Right. So I like the answer she gave first because it's not like, oh, I'm afraid he'll cheat. I'm afraid he will lust after another woman. Instead of me, the first thought from these two is, well, he's fucking lame. He's a simp. Like, who's a grown man sitting around like, oh, look at that. That's fucking hot.
So,
like, the fuck?
Kevin, let me give you some perspective. Okay? Because you're in Connecticut.
Yeah, where nothing happens.
You're industrious, diligent dude. You already said you don't go out to the club.
No, not often. Not when I'm not working events, no.
So, Troy, you're out at the club. You have tons of lady friends. You're friends with Tiffany. You okay?
Yeah.
McQueen, I mean, nobody's picking up more chicks than McQueen. David, you're sitting in your mansion. You're doing your thing. I get it. But there's girls I like their photos because maybe I know them. Maybe they're on my show. Maybe I met them in a class. Hey, we're friends. We're cool.
I think
it's not a big deal.
I think it's, well, okay.
So my question to you is like, I don't think it's necessarily a fair assumption that every dude is liking photos as a simp.
Aren't you worth like $1 million fucking dollars? You can do whatever you want. That's different. We're talking about cats that are like in my racket. Like, we got to be a little bit more astute in how we handle our shit.
Wait, liking and commenting is different.
I'm voicing my thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Jennelle.
Okay, so
different.
The reason why I gave my answers for what you said. I know you know Mike Rashid. He's been on the show.
Yeah,
Terrell
stud.
Owens.
I love
friends
Mike.
of mine. I've been on their shows. They've been on mine. They all like because if you're friends with someone and you're on a mutual feed, it shows they liked it or hearted it. These guys do that stuff all the time. I would consider neither one of them simps.
Liking is different to commenting. Liking versus like a glowing face and the fire emojis, like so different.
Likes are okay.
Worlds away.
Fire emoji, not so much.
Got it.
Brianna, what would you have to say? Because I want to get all the girls
specifically.
Here. You caught your dude. You got your knife on you or no? No. Okay, cool. What happens next?
Personally, just because the way that things are nowadays, I wouldn't take much offense to it, but if it's like something that's consistent and it's all the freaking time and he's commenting and I scrolling through her page and it says his name.
Oh, the same girl, right?
Different. Yeah,
same
it's
girl.
a little different. It's like, okay.
You notice it's the same girl.
Like
Tracy, what do you do?
Block.
He's blocked. You just caught him liking you? He's cut off.
Done. No
Wow,
conversation.
that is
I don't need
ruthless
to
right
talk.
there.
I see what you're
Daniela?
about. Done.
With likes, I really wouldn't care. With comments, I'd have to set a boundary.
We're getting somewhere here, guys. We're distinguishing between a like and a fire emoji.
So
like is it somewhat acceptable?
Yeah.
Comment, fire emoji, you're doing too much, player.
That's simp behavior.
What would you say, Tiff? That's the most cunning, evil laugh I've ever heard.
Well, I would ask if he's going to be sharing that with me, and then second, I'll be asking if he's bringing back Bacardi so I can like get in the mood.
Gotcha. So you're like, I see you double tapping. Let's just do that in real life.
How
double
about we double
tap
tap that together?
Nice. That's savage right there.
Relationships are teamwork, right?
Well, I appreciate your perspective.
I mean, I bat for both teams. I'm sorry.
Right. So you're an anomaly. You've done porn. You're down for guys. You're down for girls. It's like, what's all this double tapping on the internet?
Even when I do
Let's
sunset
double
out,
tap in my bunk bed over here.
Even when I still do sunset out, it's like I'm gonna do what I do off camera. Like I like women too.
Cool. Well, there's a couple on the panel. What are you doing over here, Pixie? Your cute little goofy boyfriend. Like, hey, guy, what's going on, Edgar? Why would you double tap her? Why fire emoji? Why'd you do it?
I mean,
What are you saying to that guy? Troy's your boyfriend. He just double tapped Brianna's.
Yeah, Troy's not goofy enough.
Troy's not goofy enough. None of my guys are goofy enough. Okay.
I feel like if it's mutual friends of ours, I wouldn't really care because I'd be like, yeah, like you go, girl. Same thing. But I feel like if it's random girls' profiles where they're commenting, then I'm like, what? Like that's kind of like desperate, like kind of thirsty. I don't know. It's like comes off as weird to me. So that's where I'm like,
Okay. Bring us home, Kate. You're proudly single, wild woman. Men throw themselves at you. Sorry, sir. I'm gonna be single forever. I'm Chelsea Handler. All right, so you don't have a boyfriend, but hypothetically, if you did, and he's liking all these girls' pictures, there's fire emojis, there's a couple eggplants, I don't know how that ended up there, what do you do?
A block. Like, if the comments are there, it's a block. If it's a like, we can talk, but...
Got it. So you guys are not cool with this. Gentleman's response. Go ahead, Troy.
I think you made an important distinction there before, which is about friendship, right? Because if you've got female friends and you're liking their posts, I think that is different. So then, I would say from the woman's point of view, you know, you sit down and have the conversation, who is this? And this has happened to me before with girlfriends. Like, not that I've necessarily, I haven't put any fucking heart emojis or anything like that, but she said, oh, who is this girl? And I'm like, no, we're friends. We've known each other for many years. You know, that's why I'm in contact with her, whatever. I think that's acceptable. But again, to Kevin's point, if you're some dork who's putting like fire emojis and shit on random girls' pictures, that is lame behavior, and you should be dumped immediately.
Kevin, final word, and then we're going to the next topic.
I got a real quick one. I'll throw another wrench in this real quick, and I'm almost certain I could speak for all the men on the panel, but I'll just apply it to me and see if I'm right. I'm not commenting, putting hearts, fire emojis on my own girlfriend's shit.
Am I right?
That's a fact.
Really? Am I right? If you're in a relationship, right, are any of you going on your own girlfriend's pictures like you didn't just see her at the fucking house in person going, oh baby, you're so beautiful. Like,
David, go ahead.
No.
In Pillars, the book, we talk about how money is hard to come by. It is a lot of work to make it, and you should save it. It's a form of currency that should be invested wisely. In a relationship, your attention, your validation is a currency that you have, and it is stupid to invest that in women you don't know, hoping that it's like buying a lottery ticket, hoping that it hits. I would tell every guy, if you're doing that, you're making stupid decisions with your currency, and you're going to be like relationship poor.
Boom, mic drop. Okay.
That's for David.
Thank you. There you go. Nat, before we go to the next topic, do you want to do super chats now or after this? You tell me.
Let's do super chats a little bit later. Give us some questions. And
so now you let me know. All right, back to the men. Okay, here's the next scenario. Here we go. So you're on a business trip. You guys are businessmen. You're doing your thing. You're traveling. You meet this beautiful girl. She's classy. She's successful. She's smart. You really enjoy her company. She's 27 years old. She's an accountant. She makes $100,000 a year, and she has a 3-year-old son. The good news is he's potty trained. Where do you gentlemen with no kids that I know about go from here? McQueen.
She's done. She's just getting hit, and that's it.
So you're banging her?
Yeah, for sure.
And then what happens?
And then sayonara, bitch, you know?
That's
Would you like her to get in her pants, or would you be like, yeah, I'm only here to fuck? Like,
well, I mean, if I do I know that she has a kid from the get-go?
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Then, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just immediately just trying to fuck. That's it, for sure.
That's it.
Would you tell her that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
David, you meet this girl. What do you do?
I made this mistake last time. And found out the hard way. That's actually kind of how I came upon some of these podcasts about the red pill stuff. Yeah.
What was the situation?
I'm sorry.
Single mom, had been divorced. I think the problem is that men look at that very differently than the women do. It's hard to get our perspectives to be aligned, right? So her perspective was very defensive. It wasn't, I made bad choices in life that brought me here. I'm grateful someone's given me a chance. It was, my kid's amazing. I'm amazing. You're lucky to be here. It was very hard to get on the perspective I had, which was, this is definitely not ideal. I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm expecting quite a bit of appreciation on it. And they were like, I don't owe you anything.
Thanks, feminism, right? Am I right?
And it was like, that was a bad investment.
Troy, you're at the club. You meet this gorgeous girl. You know her situation. She's got the 3-year-old. His name's Dylan, by the way.
Nice
what
name.
are you doing with the girl?
I mean, look, personally, for me, I wouldn't want to get into something serious with a woman who has a kid. That's just no disrespect to single mothers. That's just in my life. That's just not something that I would want to take on. So it would have to be casual, and I would make that pretty clear up front.
You'd be up front. You're not going to do the McQueen approach where you just gotcha, bitch.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, the way that I tend to move, I'm not going to be sitting down with her, if this is kind of a one-night stand situation, sitting down to sort of, right, just to be clear, these are the terms of our engagement. I'm not going to be that sort of specific about it, but she's going to kind of know from my vibe. She's going to get the idea, because I'm traveling a lot anyway. Do you know what I mean? So the whole setup is not going to be one that is likely to be leading towards something long-term. But so that would be my answer. I mean, effectively the same as McQueen's, but I'd probably soften the blow a little
Kevin,
bit.
do you have a different response?
I don't avoid single moms. I've dated a few single moms, but I've found a selfish trait amongst most of them. There's not one single mom that I haven't dated who has not said something to the effect of, you know, what's important about you being around is I want my kid to see his or her mother being loved right. And I'm like, what do you want, fucking make out in front of the kid? He's already confused enough as it is. He's wondering, where's dad and who the fuck is this? That's all the kid is wondering. Any of us that had step parents and shit, most of us met our step parents like 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody's drunk, and it's like, son, Jim is here because your father ain't shit. And it's like very confusing. So I really do take children and their youth and upbringing and innocence very serious. So really, I don't give a shit what the mom wants. I'm thinking in terms of like, what's best for the kid that you have. I'll think for your kid before you do, and think all this is going to bring him is confusion. You need to completely keep these worlds separate if you're going to fuck with
So
him.
you're saying that she should not date anymore?
No,
or she should stay with the guy?
No,
What's
but
your
a lot
solution?
of them are probably not you, because you're, you know, a savage
I was like,
and
I'm
shit.
very
Yeah, no, I know you're
invested in
different
this
in every way, and that's
situation.
why everybody loves you. But I mean, no, but this eagerness to like find the replacement stepdaddy thing is. I've never not come.
Last question for the guys, and then I'm going to turn it over to the girls. Would it be different? Would you have a different perspective if you actually had a kid already?
Yeah.
So you're almost doing like a Brady Bunch situation.
Yeah, but I
These
don't.
guys don't.
No.
So no. So you're just not trying to raise someone else's kid.
No, because it's like now if I have my own kid, now I got 2 little niggas I gotta take care of.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Nobody wants that.
And same thing. Now my kid's wondering where's mom and who's this thought.
Got it. Okay.
Same thing.
Troy, if you had a
Confuse the
kid, would you
children.
be a little more comfortable?
No, because I came from my parents divorced, and then we got sort of put together into another family, and I mean, that was problematic. It's not always like Kevin was saying. I mean, when you think about the kids in these situations being brought up, that there can be a lot of problems in those situations. So I would be even if I had a kid, I'd be very wary about just sort of like shoving
Ladies,
it together.
Here's where I need your help. How many people here have kids? Tracy, Jennelle. So there's 2 of you ladies. Okay. Don't look around. Look right at me. Raise your red or your green. Should men date single moms? Hold it up high. Hold it up high. Pixie, we have. Okay, guys, I don't flicker it.
They're in between.
We have red, we have green, 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 green. So most of it is green. 4 or 5 of you is red. So Tracy, you put your green up because you're a single mom.
Yes.
Sell us on why one of these gentlemen should be your new boy toy, baby daddy situation.
No, I think that there's people in the world for everybody. I don't think anyone should be my son's father. I think someone that's going to come to my life will love me and eventually end up loving my son, but I am not looking for a baby daddy. I am looking for a partner.
I'm listening
And
very
that's the
closely
difference.
to this one.
So
nobody's replacing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what would you say to the guy that's like, I don't even know, you're hot, you're cool, you're great. I can't even get over the fact that you have a kid, and as dope as you are, I'm mentally blocked.
Then
It's kinda
that
what you were
means that
saying
that's not the person for me.
Not quite what I was saying, but go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Can I jump on what you
Sure,
said?
yeah.
Because I have a lot to say, and I'll be brief, but I want to make a few points. First of all, you guys are all obviously talented and very much so respected in your field, including yourself. And I know your battle with having children back and forth. But
What's my battle?
Well, you said you're
I'm gonna have kids one day
Yeah,
with
one
the-
day,
with
but
the-
like
with the lady.
when you were always like asking your friends, you really like it? Like, you know.
What's sex, guys? I've
Okay.
never heard of this
Anyway.
thing. What do you do with these
Complimenting
girls?
us 'cause you're
And
about
they're
to say
naked. I
something
have no
What
clue.
I'll say,
Yeah.
first of all, as there's a lot of single moms who have given single moms like myself a really bad rap. And they use men for resources, and they put their children before their serious committed persons, whoever, if they're married or not, before their needs, like their spouse's needs, right? And I don't agree with that if it's a long-term serious thing. So I think that that's to be said for why probably a lot of you, and more reason you said, I don't want to raise two kids. And that's honest, and I appreciate that. However, what I will say, the men that I've met and that I've dated and that have proposed to me, they wanted to marry me and they wanted to be a stepfather to my son if I wanted that, right? Now, the thing about me that's different from most women is, even though I'm very masculine in how I'm speaking now, because I'm trying to make a point, I'm very feminine. And I let the man take the lead. And I don't try to say, my son and I are so cool, we're the best. No, I let a man be gracious to me because I'm feminine and I serve his needs. I make sure his sexual needs are served. I make sure that his tummy is full. And my son never goes without, trust me. He's been to 14, 15 countries already. Yeah. So I think the difference is that some men, no disrespect to y'all, are not cut out for that, because it takes a very extremely high alpha man, I think, that would be willing to say, listen, I saw all of you grimace. I watched all your facial expressions. Hold on, let me finish momentarily. That will be willing to step in and raise someone else's son. That takes a very brave, bold man. And there are men out there in the world who will do it when they see the value of a woman that's serving them and saying, listen, yes.
Did you say that there were men that openly came into your life and wanted to help raise your kid?
Yes.
Where are they now?
Well, I was going to tell you.
Why didn't they make the cut?
Well, first
Them niggas are so alpha.
hold on. First of all, I didn't choose that, and here's why. And I won't get into my personal. I'll just give you one example. He's very famous. He's in the personal development world. He's on Tony Robbins' stage, more than Tony is. So if you know the Tony Robbins world, you know who he is, and he's your color. Anyways, he was a lot older than me, and he didn't want to have more children, and I do. I'm going to have at least 1 or 2 more. So for me, that was he was very invested in my son, but I said, you know what? I'm waiting for that person who wants to build our own family too. He adopts my son and we have one together. And so that's what I'm doing. And so I'm right now choosing to give my son a beautiful life. He travels with me around the world. I run my business. He gets to go to my retreats, etc. And that's what I do. And so I know I'm rare, but I do think it's a huge missed opportunity that men are passing on really good single moms like myself because they feel some type of way about it. And like she said, that's your prerogative. But you're also missing the most feminine, nurturing woman on the planet, or that I've been told.
That a girl. Troy, and then I'm going to come back to you ladies for a question. Go ahead.
Listen, I completely respect what you said, and you're a very inspiring woman, and it's great to hear you say that. I mean, my comment on that is, firstly, what you're doing is what a lot of women will do, which is kind of recontextualizing what alpha is. So I'll say, no, an alpha man, a stepdad is a man who steps up. The guy who's prepared to take on my children, that's my definition of alpha. Okay, so you're defining alpha as that. Is that the actual objective definition of alpha? Maybe not. Maybe you could argue that the guy who just goes around the world and smashes a load of girls and has a fantastic time, is that not alpha? You would argue not, because that's irresponsible, but that's another type of alpha. So that's the first thing. Secondly, I was actually on another podcast last night. I'm talking to one of the girls there. She's got a couple of kids, okay? And she said that she's just recently got together with a dude, okay? They've been together 2 months. It's a long distance relationship, okay? Because he's in a different state. And he's already said to her, I want to marry you and I want to look after your kids after 2 months. Is that the action of an alpha male? Or is that the action of a guy who's needy and is saying that because he's desperate to secure the box?
That's different from my scenario. We dated
completely different to your scenario,
but
I'm just saying that somebody saying I'm prepared to look after your kids is not in itself necessarily indicative of alpha traits. It could actually be indicative of the opposite.
Let me get McQueen's thoughts here. McQueen, are you being sold on becoming
No, he's not. He doesn't want.
Absolutely not.
He doesn't want to take care.
I'm not hearing none of this shit, really.
You got the simplest answers.
Yeah,
you're not playing this game.
No, because it's just like, how you going to tell me I'm not alpha because I don't want to raise your fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
He doesn't want to raise his own.
Yeah, like, all right, fine.
I feel like a really solid alpha it can put up a really good risk-benefit analysis, right?
There you go.
So if the woman is a great exception to the rule, you freaking head over heels more than anything you've ever felt in your life, that could be different.
Yeah.
But for the average single mother that you meet, a very basic risk-benefit analysis that you could look on data that's already available, you could look at the situation that you're presented with, probably not the safest route to go.
I think the truth is that's what we're all doing.
And that's
every
what
day.
most men
And
do,
that's a
and
normal
that's
thing to
fine.
do.
Yeah,
That's a
it's fine.
responsible thing to do, and I think
no
that's what
one's
an
telling-
alpha would do at the
and
end
no
of the
one's
day.
telling the other side that this shows up as a debit on the ledger, so you're going to have to make up for it in another side because that's
Right.
distasteful. It creates an argument, and I think we grimace.
Well, a
because
lot
it
of
came
people do
across.
that. I mean, they'll say, "Oh, that I don't count because I have a kid," and I'm
No,
like,
it-
that, "You
No,
don't
it's not that
count
you don't
because you
count.
said that comment."
There's lots of things that aren't ideal.
But it's
But
also
you can make
I mean,
educated
next to
decisions.
Most
Still.
women in their 20s, and I will surpass all of them in regards to the characteristics that I bring to a man and
believe
to
that.
his life.
Okay,
So
let
thank
me
you for
get
that.
Tracy
Thank you
back
for
in the
that.
mix because Tracy, you're so nice and sweet, and you have a kid. How old is your kid?
My son is 4.
Your son is 4. Yeah. What's it been like bringing dudes around your kid?
I don't bring dudes around my
Ever.
kid.
Bless.
Ever.
That's the
Never.
answer, I'd say.
So no guy has.
I have my friends, people that he knows
Okay.
growing up, but I do not bring men that are temporary in my life around my son.
Okay, so what would it take to, like, how quickly? I think that's smart.
Good girl, yeah.
There's no
You have
point
to.
if he's just like, yeah, I'm out.
It's like if you had an
I'm not
STI.
looking for somebody to think I don't have that.
Got it.
I'm proud of that.
I think
As you should be.
Yeah, I don't
No
need
doubt.
it.
You
Yeah.
should not feel
If it's
shame because you have a
like I
kid.
said,
That should be
like
the
I said,
proudest thing you have.
100%.
Right.
That's the
Yeah, because that's
best
the part
thing
of the
I've
problem
ever
is
done.
that everyone talks about the number one job a woman should have, the most important job is being a mother. Now, relationships sometimes don't work out, but you shouldn't be shamed because you have a kid. You should be definitely proud of having your kid. But how complicated is it finding a partner as being a single mother?
Well, it all depends on where you are in your life, right? Because for me personally, I'm in a point in my life right now where I'm not looking. Yes, I'm single. I'm not looking. I'm expecting for when I'm ready emotionally to bring somebody on board, that will come with it.
Got
So whenever that happens is when I'll allow that
So
space
last
for
piece of
myself.
advice before we move on. There's dudes out there. Like, I'll give you one story. I was seeing this girl, it was like on 1 or 2, I didn't really realize she had a kid, but then I found out she did. But I was like, this girl's that awesome of a girl. Hold on, Tiff. There's that awesome of a girl that I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. Let me see where this goes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. You know, we hung out one time, it was great. The second time we go to hang out, she goes, hey, sorry, I have to cancel. Both of my kids are sick.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to cancel. I'm like, it's not even you canceling, it's because Dylan over here got a tummy ache, and I stay over there, woman. Nope, she's there. Stay there. It's that she got canceled. She canceled because of her kid. I'm like, this is really weird. I'm out. I hope your kid feels better. Here's some Tums for the tummy ache. Peace out. Boom. So that was the problem. So what's your final piece of advice to guys considering dating a single mother?
Go for it.
Well,
Go for it.
no.
Her first or me? Her
Go ahead.
first?
Her and then Jennelle, final word.
So for me is you have to take a lot into consideration that a woman, the child doesn't make her. So, you know, a woman can give you a lot of things, and what a woman with a kid can give you is a lot of experience. So you won't have to deal with the bullshit because we've been through that already. So
Got
we're
it.
very straightforward and we'll get to the point. We want what we want, and that's it.
I feel like a good mother will prioritize
me-
their kid no matter what, though, right?
let me-
And so
Yeah.
for a man,
Tips,
if you're not okay with that, if you want to be number
Because-
one,
Hold on,
you're not
let
going to
me-
be down with
Because
that.
even in
Okay,
conventional.
hold on. We gotta go to the next one. Janelle, final word,
Yes.
10 seconds. Why
Okay.
should a guy sell me on dating a single mother? 10 seconds.
Here's why. Because a lot of men are dissatisfied in their sexual life when they get into committed long-term relationships. Women are selfless. They pushed a child almost 8 pounds out of their yoni with no drugs. We are selfless. So we'll be that much more selfless with my partner. I treat my partner the same way I do my son, minus the sexual
So what I'm understanding is single moms better be a little more
They can be-
frisky in order to keep that man alive.
What I'm saying is they have
Okay.
the ability to be very selfless and put that man first.
Every
and put
guy that has
Got
a
it.
kid with his wife is screaming right now, saying that's not what happened.
I said they have the ability to. do
Because
that.
even,
Well,
even
right
in
there,
conventional
well, right there.
marriages, there's often the case where the husband will say, no, the sex has tailed off, now we've had the kid, and now it's all about the kid and it's not about me anymore.
Correct,
Yeah.
but the point is that a lot of women today, modern women, feminists, are
Yeah.
very selfish,
Okay.
and you're not even getting that.
Guys,
You're getting
thank
what
you
they
right,
want.
Yeah.
Thank you right
Yeah.
there. I love you guys. You're doing great. Get ready to party. Speaking of getting ready to party, we have a special guest. Tiffany Fox is here. We had a rule. If you go to the bathroom during the show, it's totally cool. but you have to twerk or dance for 10 seconds. So
Let's see it.
Jorge, get some music ready so it's not awkward.
I have to go after too, so I'll go next.
Tiffany, you have to go to the bathroom too?
Yeah.
Tiffany?
I'm the dancing partner.
Let's go,
she's your
Tiffany.
dancing partner.
Right this way. Go in the front.
Oh my God.
You and Amy, since she has to go to the bathroom. Yep. Now, here's the only caveat. You have to
Amy.
dance, and the whole cameras have to see. Jorge, do you have music?
Oh God. Ready?
Jorge, this isn't the time for Metallica. Play some booty music, buddy.
God, my ass can't move. It just.
Okay. Oh, wow. Amy.
It's like hippie 70s girl shit.
Go ahead, start twerking, girl.
I'm white.
Okay,
All right.
Tiffany.
That's enough for the white
XXX.
girl that can't twerk. Okay.
I bet both of them love touch.
I think the music
So,
was maybe not the best.
hold on. Start twerking right now. No, do it now because I don't want. No, do it now. You're twerking now.
You have a better shot than now.
Because once we get started, we're doing. Start dancing. If you don't dance, you're not coming back on. 10, 9, you got Okay, turn that way. All right. Thank you for that, ladies. Okay, Nat, while we're waiting for these ladies to come back, go ahead, do some super chats, and then we'll get to the next question. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, thank you guys for super chats today. We appreciate you. We'll start off with some of the higher ones. We've got Nick. He said, only simps raise other people's kids. No one likes your kids. Life is hard. Get a helmet.
Okay, turn mic up, Jorge.
Then we have J. Rob. There are hundreds of reasons not to date single moms, but one main reason is that men inherently know that women already have a man, the child's father, and he's never going away. Go back to him. Then we have marriage causes divorce. Would the women on the panel get married if divorce was illegal and they had to stay with their husband forever?
Yeah.
Ooh, good question. We'll come back to that in a second.
And then lastly, we got Daniel Alvarez. He says, guys, would you marry a girl who has an OnlyFans? Only girls, would you support your daughter if she had an OnlyFans?
No.
Not sure about that question.
Would you support your daughter?
Yes. Yes.
If she did OnlyFans, like as a parent?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Some people's daddies do.
No offense, Tiffany, but most men, I think we understand our one job for your daughter, the love of your life, your angel, and that is what, gentlemen?
To make sure she don't turn into a slut.
To keep her off the pole.
The ones that you guys are fucking.
Keep her off the pole. What is your response?
It's true.
Well,
by the way, I loved your dance. That's great. No hate.
I can't dance for shit.
Yeah, I noticed.
You gave it a shot, though.
Well,
Bring it back on, John. Wow. Go ahead, Tiff.
So, I was raised by a single mother, and as you know, the women that are raised by single mothers are more likely to be promiscuous. I fell into porn because I lost my job. However, I stayed in it a little bit longer than I expected. Now, I'm working on my sunset. So, I would not want my daughter to do porn if I had a daughter, because I'll be doing everything that my mother couldn't to keep my daughter from going into it.
Gotcha. So you're gonna break the cycle.
I'm actually breaking the cycle already. I was the first person to, go to college in my family. I went to school for web design and interactive media and digital arts. I do a lot of video editing, and I also do graphic design. I make my own graphics. So.
Okay.
I have a lot of talent. It's just I didn't really expect to be in the
Got it.
adult
But
film
what
side.
I understand is you did what you had to do. But if you have a daughter, there's no way she's doing porn or stripping.
I never had a supportive family. I've been supporting myself since I was 16. So.
Okay. Well, respect to you. Nat, go ahead, and let's bring the girls back. Let's get to the next question.
Then we have Crypto Keeper. Shout out to you. I see you in the chat all the time. Question for the men on the panel. What are your top 3 red flags for a woman? Are you men marrying for attraction, or are you looking for a legacy partner?
If we have time for that, we'll answer it at the end. It's hard to do that on such a short notice. Jorge, please turn Nat up because I can't hear her. Nat, is there any more before we go to the next topic?
We'll end with this one, and then we'll go next topic. Alex, he said, sauce, God bless Israel. Alex from Aussie, Amy. And
Thank
then
you.
We'll stop
Respect
there.
to you,
Thanks,
and
guys.
respect to the people that made that comment. All right, we ready for the next one? Ladies, because the gentlemen weren't trying to raise anybody else's kids, but now it's your turn to deal with the gentlemen, okay? So here's the next scenario for the ladies. Get ready, buckle up. So you married the love of your life. Life's great. You have 2 kids together. They're ages 4 and 6. You own a home. You live a great life. Everything's cool. The only problem is the sex life has gotten a little stale. You find out that on a business trip, he meets a girl at the hotel bar. They have a one-night stand, and he swears it will never happen again. Where do you go from here, Pixie?
Divorce.
Right away, divorce.
Yeah, I think, what is it? It's funny because if he talked to me about it beforehand, maybe we could have found something. Maybe I would have been even open for him to experiment, like depending. But he broke that trust. He didn't even have a conversation. I think in the future he'd be willing to do it again and again and again without talking to me.
So what do you do with the 2 kids that are 4 and 6?
I mean, hopefully we would have some sort of shared custody agreement. It depends on what other things I find out about his character afterwards. If he's willing to cheat on me, I wonder what other secrets might be hidden.
So just to be clear, and I'm not condoning the one-night stand in the hotel, but you have 2 kids, you're happily married, everything's good, you have a house, life's good. He has sex with 1 girl 1 time, not condoning it, but that's it. The whole family is now officially done.
There's no
How comfortable were you with that?
There's no trust. I think resentment will build, suspicion and paranoia will build, and that's not okay for my children to be subjected to those feelings of me, to be maybe subjected to those feelings of my ex-husband if he's feeling that way about me. Like, it's just not a healthy environment for my children to be in.
Okay, Daniela, same situation. He cheated, hotel bar. You love the guy, life's great. You know, sex life has been average these days. He cheated, he swears it'll never happen again. Let's say it doesn't happen again. What do you do with your husband?
I do understand. There is a lot to put into consideration, especially because you have a family. I feel like if I acted on emotion, I would say divorce. But because there's a lot to consider, I am a family-oriented person, so I would put my kids first. And just like analyzing the situation, and it would cause suspicion and it would cause distress, but I feel like with communication, everything can be solved.
So you're not going to get a divorce immediately?
My first idea would not be divorce.
Okay.
There would be
what
no
would you do?
I think, like people make mistakes in life, especially in a long-term relationship. So I would probably, he'd have to earn my trust back for sure, but I don't think I would divorce him. I think that we could work through it, but like definitely with earning my trust back.
Got it. Kate, what do you do?
I think you have to put the kids first when you're in a marriage and have kids. So I think that, it would be trying to keep things together and figuring that out as the first priority if we could.
Okay, so ladies, red or green? Red is we are getting divorced. Green is I'm gonna stay, we're gonna try to make it work, hold them up and hold them up high. Red is divorce. Green is you're gonna stay together. Okay, so we have almost a unanimous decision that you are not going to get a divorce other than Pixie.
Yeah, these just guys said they don't date single moms. Why would anyone get a divorce?
Wait, everybody said they're not?
So, no, they are not getting a divorce. Brianna, you're going to stay with your husband.
That's her shit, baby.
So, all right, let's play a game here. Then we're going to get the gentleman involved. So the husband cheated. Let's just say for the sake of it, it was a one-time hotel lobby thing. It happened one time, all good. Now.
In the lobby?
You find out, not in the lobby, Kev, stop. You find out, in actuality, that he lied to you. It wasn't a one-time thing in the lobby. He's been having sex with this girl for 6 months.
Can I ask a very important question?
Hold on.
No questions.
It's been 6 months. He lied to you. The kids are no longer 4 and 6. They're 5 and 7 now. Okay? Doesn't make a difference. No. I know. Hold it up. Green, you're staying together. Red, you're getting a divorce. Hold it up, ladies. Red. Tiffany doesn't know how to hold it up.
No, I'm confused.
Okay, you're confused. Red. Green. You're staying with your man even after that. Red. Still green.
Contingent on one question.
Yes, go ahead.
Is the lack of sex in our sex life because of me, because I'm withdrawing from him, or is it because he's no longer attracted to me anymore? That, because you said that's the one
thing, the one like blemish in the relationship is the sex life isn't on point? Is it because of me as the woman? Because I genuinely believe that the way women need emotional support is the way men need their sexual desires fulfilled. And so if you're not going to give that to your man, he's going to go find it somewhere else. And that is fucking fair enough.
Okay, gotcha. So is it fair to say, for the most part, that was unanimous, it was more than I thought, other than Pixie, there's a one-time pass because there's kids involved. Is that fair? Now, what happens if there were no kids involved? You're just dating the guy, all right? It's serious, you're married, but there's no kids. Red or green? Go ahead, hold it up.
How long are we married?
You're married, but it's there's no kids.
How long?
We have red, you're married a year. Green, all right, so it starts to devolve from there. Got it.
Still contingent on what I said, whether it was me or him that withdrew from the sex. Because if he's not interested in me anymore, if he's no longer attracted to me, then that's going to be difficult to fix, right?
Troy, pretend in some distant fantasy land. Ready? You're married.
Jesus Christ.
I know. You have not one, but 2 kids.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, there it is.
No, we're traveling.
You're actually faithful to your woman, but now you're 52 years old, your kids are a little bit grown, they're 4 or 5 years old, whatever.
Yep.
You cheat one time, she finds out.
Yep.
Do you think she should leave you?
No.
Or should she, how do you make it work?
I don't think she should, because I think I agree with what people have said about the family. I think that, and look, the reality, unfortunately, as harsh as it is to say, the reality is guys are kind of, it is kind of biologically programmed within us to go and seek variety, unfortunately. And this is why I think marriage is extremely difficult for everybody, because women as well like variety also, but men certainly do. And so I think if we're talking about a one-off thing, that happens, but it's not going to jeopardize her still being your main woman and you're looking after the kids. Because I again, as I say, I don't want to make this about my personal experience, but my parents divorced when I was younger. That undoubtedly had a huge impact on my life and on my psychological well-being. It fucks kids up when you split up. So while I agree with Pixie, at the same time, you don't want to be in a situation where there's terrible tension in the house and blah, blah, blah. I think if it's a one-off mistake, you guys should try to work through it.
Got it. Perfect. Curveball. One-off mistake. Ready? Gentlemen, scenarios flipped.
Yeah.
You're married. It's all good. Things are good. You got the kids. It was a one-time thing that the girl cheated in the hotel bar or whatever. It was a one-time thing.
Wow.
Hold up the red or the green and whether you... Okay, hold it up. Okay, so hold on.
You don't care about marriage and the sanctity
Here
of
we
it?
go.
I agree, though.
The ladies will stay with their man even though he cheated for the family. The gentlemen, nah, you're not playing that game. You cheated once. Forget about the kids. I'm leaving your ass.
They're not wired that way.
McQueen, David, Kevin, Troy, all divorce you.
Gross.
David, why are you leaving the girl? Your wife.
Yeah, this is where it falls apart, because what that means when a woman does it versus what that means when a man does it is usually not the same thing.
Correct.
Looking at it from the same lens, it seems unfair. There's also things that I can't get away with that she could. Having sex with someone else isn't one of them.
Like what?
That's a good question. Like being...
If you decided not to pay the mortgage one month.
Let's say she had an emotional affair, but there was no sex, right? I could probably look past that. I just think that's
Most women do have emotional affairs.
Yeah, or maybe she's paying bills for some other guy or something stupid. That's not a deal breaker for us. We just think you're dumb. But to have sex with somebody else, we're probably not coming back from that because she doesn't respect us anymore. If you do take them back, oftentimes now they actually respect you less and the emotions start spiraling down.
Okay.
It's almost like a trap you can't get out of.
Thank you. McQueen, you said you would leave her. That's gotcha. It would be an easy question. I'd be dismissing my job as a good host to ask you a basic ass question. So I'm not going to ask you a basic ass question. What would it take for Christy, cheated on you, you've got the kids, what would it take for you to stay with her? What would you do?
She cannot do anything that would make me stay with her.
Zero.
No.
There's nothing she could do.
There's nothing. It's not just her though. It's any girl.
Insecurity
You're done.
issues.
Yeah.
So the girl cheats one time, marriage, you are done.
Yeah, because it's
whereas the girls will say, listen, one time we'll stick around other than Pixie. Kevin, what would the girl have to do to be able to have you stay?
What, if she cheated?
If she cheated?
Nothing, but I never said that I would cheat and expect a woman to be okay with it either. I don't get down with that. I know most of the red pill community does. What I do acknowledge is the biological differences between men and women. And of course, like what Jennelle was getting into and Troy was getting into, the idea that generally speaking, if a man cheats, he wants to get it done and over with, and he still loves his woman.
Yes.
He's just
Correct.
being a fucking dog. And when women cheat, it's for reasons of seeking some sort of emotional need that she's not getting from you. So it's so much more of a confirmation that you really
Admitted
cheated.
Who here?
But I don't cheat. I'm a man of God.
Respect to you. Who here?
I don't know how.
Red or green? Just hold them up, and then depending on your answer, I'm going to call on you. Is actually cool with the understanding that maybe once in a blue moon, once a year, whatever, that your man may cheat on you with another girl. Hold it up.
Are we okay with it?
Hold it up. If you're okay with it.
The whitest girls are like,
one,
no.
2, 3. So half the panel gets it. Tracy, why do you get it? I mean, not get it. I'm not condoning that. Why are you okay with that?
Because men will be men. But I'll get you.
What do you mean you'll get him?
I'll come for you.
What does that mean?
That's all I mean.
It sounds like
It
some
means
assault and
that
batteries
you
happening.
could do you, but when I want to do me, you better shut the fuck up.
You know, let me tell you something. You've always been classy and respectable. We just saw the ghetto side of you. Like Tracy's ghetto ass shit just came out. Jennelle, why is it okay for the guy to do it?
Because sex for men is different than it is for women. Listen, a man has his ego that has to be intact. This is why you cannot ever critique a man if he doesn't get an erection or if the sex, there's a time and place you have to talk to him about it. If you take a man's ego, you kill him, you castrate him. They did this study on lions, and they said, what is the lion's mane for? On male lions. They shaved it off. This is a true story, you can look it up. They tranquilized him, shaved it off, and then they put him, he was with other lions in the zoo, right? He saw himself in a reflection in one of those mirrors that they have where they're drinking water, and he stopped eating and he killed himself. The moral of the story is a man is deeply attached to his ego. Sex for a man is ego. It is their way that they ultimately do connect because men have to have sex to be intimate. Women need intimacy before they get to sex. So for men and women, sex is different. So it's polar opposite. It is, and that's why it's the beauty and the difference.
Got it. Amy, you look confused. I don't
That
know
would
if you're
make
not-
sense, but elephants are the only animals that are self-aware enough to look in a mirror and know that that's their own reflection.
Yeah,
No
but
other
that's
animal
elephants.
is recorded
That's
to
not
be
true.
that
That's not true.
self-aware.
Look at the studies.
Okay,
Trust me.
we'll look at them after. But
Well, men
so
and
far
women-
as I know, the elephants are the only animals that can look in a mirror and be like, holy shit, that's me. They start opening
They're the
their
king
mouth.
of the
They start
jungle, bro.
inspecting
They're the king of the
themselves,
jungle. What are you
everything.
talking
just-
about?
can I just-
Yeah, but that's a very different instinct than self-awareness.
Maybe I'm not
Okay.
supposed to follow this. What do the elephants in the mirror have to do with
Nothing.
Nobody
I'm just
cares.
saying it was a weird analogy. It was a weird analogy.
We're gonna get two more
It's because
things.
it's
And we're
inaccurate.
gonna move on.
Because you're in the
Pixie?
masculine, that's why.
I feel like a lot of the women here are not very self-respecting of themselves, and I think they're not actually thinking about their children ahead of time when they come with these answers.
Not
Because
all
What do you
honestly,
mean
feminist.
women here?
I mean, people saying, "Oh no, like I'm okay with my man like sleeping around, cheating around. That's totally fine with me." I think
That's not what we said,
when we're
though.
talking about like a high value man, when we're talking about the idea of being with somebody consistently that's a good partner, if he does not have the self-discipline to stop himself from sleeping with other women that you don't know who they are, you don't know the instability they might bring to your children and marriage, you should not be okay with that. I think when it comes to like a marriage, you should be with a man who is high value, who's willing to commit and be disciplined.
Do you even know what the stats
Can I
are
say
for
something to
marriage?
that?
Question
The number
for
one
the
reason
panel.
people
Hold on,
get
hold on,
divorced?
Jennelle.
It's cheating,
No,
darling.
it's money.
No, it is
Ladies,
cheating.
You can-
Jennelle,
we can
we're gonna
switch
cut
it
the
up.
mics. Relax. There's 30 minutes left, so I want to get 2 more topics in. You fucked me up, Jennelle.
But people don't know facts and just want to be feminist rants, and it's not cool.
Okay, this was my question.
Because I'm a feminist.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. How many of you guys are more attracted to a married man? Green if yes, red if no. More attracted to a married man. Jennelle, yes. The rest of you girls
are capping.
Hold on, Amy. Okay, why are you more attracted to a married man, you two ladies? Go ahead, Amy.
I just feel like it ultimately comes down to the characteristics that you can exemplify, right? So a married man oftentimes is going to be able to exemplify like commitment, he's able to exemplify leadership, all these various other things. So if you can meet a guy who's single, who's able to exemplify those things, he's going to be just as attractive at the end of the day. But commonly that will be recognizable in married men.
He's suave, he's debonair, he's good looking, he's Troy, but he's ready to get married and have kids. And he has kids. He's doing this.
Does he have the same socks?
Hell yeah! If that turns you on. You're into him. You don't know his wife. You don't give a shit. You meet Troy.
No, I wouldn't personally do that.
Would you be down?
No, I
to
wouldn't.
clown?
I personally wouldn't do that. But I'm saying those characteristics are what are attractive to women.
Jennelle, you meet a guy. It's Troy. It's David. It's McQueen. Whatever. He's super good looking. Things are going on. All right. Would you accommodate the cheating?
No, I'm just going to admire the fact that he's willing to commit and provide and protect and be present, which is the number one thing women can really want and they crave. But I'm not going to sleep with a married man. I mean, why? That's stupid.
So you're not. So you're attracted to them, but you're not. The rest of you guys are not trying to
the characteristics
accommodate cheating.
Troy,
final word.
Can I just make one point? So I think it's a very important point actually that Kevin made, and I just want to second it. I don't in any way condone cheating in a marriage or in a monogamous relationship, right? If that's the agreement that you've made up front. I think if you're married and the agreement has been we're going to be monogamous, we're together and it's just us, and then you cheat, to be frank, you're a bit of a pussy, right? Because you've conducted yourself in the wrong way. So I 100% disagree with that. But again, Pixie kind of, recontextualizing what a high value man is a little bit, but because you're using the argument of like, a high value man is a guy who doesn't act on those things, and I question that a little bit because it's a convenient lens through which to view the notion of a high value man. But actually, the reality is, men of value. I wouldn't say a man's sexual nature is his sexual nature.
Let me ask you guys a very quick question. We're going to the next topic. Is it okay for a man to cheat?
No, if he's made the agreement that they're monogamous.
Okay. Is it okay for a man to cheat?
No way.
Not happening. McQueen?
If he agrees it's monogamous, yes, it's wrong for him to cheat.
Got it.
Same answer as everyone else.
Gotcha. All right, so these guys, when they make the commitment, they're going to honor the commitment.
How many people break the agreement?
Just don't get married. That's the answer.
Let's just end the show and argue all that.
People break agreements all the time.
We got a half hour left, guys. I want to get 3 topics in, if we can, 10 minutes a pop, and then we wrap up with a happy ending. Here we go, guys. You're dating a great girl. She's awesome. Pick at the girl on the panel. Just look around. Whoever catches your eye, that's your girl for this story. Boom, 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 boom. Look around, Kev.
Literally all of them looked away.
You have a great relation. She's pretty. She's cool. She's fun. She's loyal. She's everything you ever wanted. You've been traveling all summer. You're living good. You're eating good. Things are happening on there. But you notice that she's put on some significant weight. McQueen.
Look at all her body language.
Do you address it with your girl? And just to make it super fucking weird, which girl did you pick?
Do I really need to say?
Yeah, pick the girl.
Jesus.
I would say her.
Okay, her.
Yeah, but I would.
So the lovely Liv just gained 25 pounds.
Okay.
She's a curvier gal, good-looking gal. She's gained 25 pounds. What do you say to her? Go ahead.
I'd be like, look, honestly, I think we should get inside the gym. I think that maybe we should work on your dad a little bit. You're starting to look a little hefty. And I'm just being honest, I mean, like, we're together at this point. She knows how I approach things.
But maybe we could turn it to a fat ass, if we hit the right squad.
Amy, let the girlfriend respond. Thank you from all you loudmouth birds chirping. It's Liv's turn. Liv, this is McQueen. Have you met him yet? By the way, I can see something happen here. That's just me. Anyway, what do you say to his response?
I think it's a decent response. I mean, I feel like, if you're in a relationship...
Get your fat ass in the gym? That's
no,
it? Okay.
Always.
I didn't say it. That's what I heard.
I mean, he's like, hey, let's go work out or something. I think that's fine. But I think guys, because I've definitely seen that where guys will be really mean to their girlfriend about it and be like you're fat, like something like that. And I think shaming her is kind of rude.
Yeah.
But I think saying, hey, let's go to the gym, let's work out, that's fine.
Got it. All right. So it's okay to say, let's go to the gym. Kevin, hold on. Pick the girl. Who's your new fat girlfriend?
I like that Bree wouldn't let me look at her, and then it made me picture you fat, and it doesn't look great.
Okay. So go with Bree over there. You pick Bree. So how would you tell Bree? Oh, you want to pick someone else?
Nah, I can't because y'all so fit. I can't picture this shit.
Bree.
All right, yeah, Bree, fuck her.
Okay, what do you say to Bree?
What, she's my woman in this
She's your
scenario?
girl.
I just leave.
What
the fuck are we leaving? No, and I'll give you. I'll give you a quick.
You're just leaving her.
Listen, I'll give you a quick example of why. Just because
breakfast,
like
she's
fitness is so a part of my life, and when you're like as much of like a fucking musclehead douchebag as me, you notice all the people around you that like years and years in the gym can't even get like a tiny bicep peak. So oddly, I can see how difficult fitness is for some people.
Yeah.
To like, okay, I'm gonna start, then I'm gonna fuck up, then I'm gonna binge eat. So like. I couldn't imagine asking somebody who's like not into fitness and letting themselves go like to get on that wheel. Like I'd just be like, yo, what are the odds you're gonna like, oh, I'm gonna shed 20 pounds to be like your sexy wife again? Like I just can't.
Okay.
I can't ask somebody to do that.
That's a very honest
Get it together. Be careful. No, but I didn't mean to. I just like the way you looked away from me.
We got David Green here, bigger pockets. He's in the house. David, which girl did you select to be your new fat girlfriend?
I didn't get that far.
Okay, pick one.
All right, Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee. Okay, the lovely
I
Amy
could gain a little weight,
Dangerfield.
I think.
The lovely
Dude, she
Amy.
can't get fat.
She just gained 25
You can't
pounds.
get fat. He's
Let's
like
call
a
it
ectomorph
40
or whatever they
pounds.
call it.
Yes.
What do you say to her?
So there's a gal named Allison Armstrong, really smart woman, helped me understand a ton about male-female dynamics, like a Rosetta Stone at knowing how to talk to women. And she has this technique that keeps couples from getting into a power struggle. Because what will usually happen is we will withdraw our love, and then they don't like that. They want power, so then they withdraw something from us. And now you're in this arms race that only ends up in some chaos, right? So what she says you should do is say, here is my need. What can I do to make it easier for you to give it to me? So it would be something like that. Hey, I would really like for you to look like you did when we first started dating. What can I do to help you to get there? And then her response to that, I feel like I've taken away any excuse to not try. If it's like, I don't really
So
Mm-hmm.
give a shit.
true.
I just want to be like this.
Amy, how would
I
you
love
respond to
that
that?
response. I
She
love
liked
that.
it.
I think that is a really
What did you like about his response?
I just think it's a really constructive way to be able to deal with any problem in a relationship, because ultimately women are looking to men as their problem solvers. Like Andrew Tate said, women want to switch their brain off and just be like, how do we get here? How do we do that? That's when women immerse in their feminine. So I think that that is the best way to
Got it.
approach
Troy, who's the girl that you select?
I choose Tiffany Fox.
Tiffany Fox, raise your hand. All right. She's working on her exit strategy. What do you say to Tiffany when she just gained 30 pounds?
I'd just get on the plane back to London, man.
That's it?
Yeah.
You get left.
Listen.
She's too big to chase you down.
So-
Yeah. No.
So,
Serious.
real quick, because we got about 20 minutes left and I want to do two topics. Who do you think has the best answer that what a guy should say to the girl? No, not from them. Who do you think from a female perspective has the best answer on the panel of what a man should say? Raise your hand. No. You're not understanding.
Yeah.
You're going to give an answer right now, one of you guys. Who has the best answer here? Raise your hand if you think you know what men
guys-
should say to women.
Got it.
Go ahead, Tiffany. What should a man tell a woman who's gained weight?
I think a man should say, like, ask her, like, hey, is there something going on while you're not exercising as much if she's typically a fit woman?
Yeah.
Check what's going on with her, like, job or mental health or her family.
Got it.
And then be like, hey, baby, your jeans are looking a little tight. I got a buddy program on my gym membership. How about you come work out with me?
Yeah. Look, speaking of these scenarios, this is a scenario I dealt with. Because pretty girl, model, all good. Next thing you know, hey, you don't need to work anymore. I'll take care of you. We're traveling Europe. We're having the time of our lives. We're eating. We're doing all good. I gained a couple pounds, but she definitely gained a couple pounds. And, a guy gets a little wealth belly right now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Girl gets a little chunky. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And here's what happened. I can't think. What am I going to say? How am I going to say to this girl? And I thought I did a good job. And I was like, I love you. I just want you to look good. I think we should get in the gym. Everything that you think you should do. But here's what happens, guys. Yeah. Next thing you know, when it's time to have sex, she doesn't want to take her shirt off.
Oh, she feels insecure.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, and then you're like, well, why wouldn't you do that? Well, you think I'm fat. Now we're fighting. I'm like, I didn't think you're fat. It's just, gentlemen,
Yeah.
this is a slippery slope.
Very
Be
hard.
super careful when you bring this up.
Yep.
Okay, what you could also do is just don't buy any groceries for the house whatsoever. Tell her times are tough and let her figure it out, and let's see what she puts in the fridge. But then you'll know.
But even so,
here
these
we go. Hold on, Troy.
Hey, tell her we
we got 15 minutes left. I want to get 2 topics in if we can, but this topic is about to get super serious. Okay, ladies, you ready for this one? You've been dating a guy for about a month. I want all you ladies to look at the guy of these 4, not me, stop it, that you're dating. Okay? You've been dating for a month. Things are cool. He's an awesome guy. You're having a good time. You just started having sex, and boom, you're pregnant. He says, listen, it's only been a month. I am not ready to have a kid with you. I do not want you to have the baby. And just to make sure that we're on the same page, here's $10,000. Go figure it out.
$10,000, what?
I'm just saying.
Nothing.
It doesn't.
Nothing.
It's called a bribe.
There's a delta.
By a show of hands, right? You know how this thing works. Stick them up. Green, you're having the baby. Red, you're having an abortion. Pick it up. Red, you're having an abortion. Green, you're having the baby. Pixie, why are you having an abortion?
I don't want to bring a child into this world where the father does not want to be a part of it. I think that's like kind of selfish. I think, like ideally, if you're gonna have children, it should be a father and mother that like loves them a lot, or 2 parents at least. So I don't think I could imagine doing that.
Kate, why are you having an abortion?
It's the same basically answer as her. I just don't want to bring a kid into the world if I could, and I had the decision to without the 2-parent household and both being wanting
Got
a
it.
child.
Tracy, what did you put up?
I put I would have the baby.
You would have the baby because you have a baby.
Because I have a baby.
Why? What are these girls not considering?
Well, for me, I just feel like when that happens to a woman, there is a certain level of maturity that you need to have and understand that you putting yourself through a certain process. I'm not downing anybody that decides that, but that is a natural feeling for me. It came, okay, I'm gonna own it up. I was not using protection, then I gotta be a woman, put on my big girl pants on, and have my kid. Whether that person's a part of my life or not, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have my baby.
Gotcha. Does it matter that the guy doesn't want to have the kid?
To me, it didn't matter from my personal perspective.
Got it.
Didn't matter.
Okay. Amy, what say you?
I agree. Accountability, 100%. 100%. It's accountability.
Okay. So, gentlemen, you all picked your girl that got a little bit bigger. Would you?
I'm sterile.
Okay, you're sterile. What does that mean?
I can't have kids.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Did you get snipped?
No, I just altered my hormones too much, and that's a done deal now.
Straight up?
Yeah, it's fucking wonderful.
Well, okay. Well, good for you. McQueen, you're not a shy dude. You might have some kids running around right now. I don't know.
That shortens your runtime with that answer.
You picked this girl. She wants to have the baby. She wants to have it, okay?
No, I don't.
No, I'm just hypothetically.
Okay.
She says, I'm having this baby. I'm having the baby, bro. Sorry. What do you do now? What do you say? You're dating a month. You're not together officially. She's hot. She's cool, but you're not like in love. You're not dating. What do you say to her? She's having your kid.
This is in a hypothetical situation, right?
No,
you gonna make me look like an asshole.
You can say whatever you want. I'm not making you look anything. You're McQueen. You had your own man.
because like if this was a real life situation, there'd be a lot more variables to the situation. But if in this,
there's really not that many variables. She's hot. You're cool. You get together. You bang her. And she has a kid.
Okay, so in this,
she gets pregnant.
So
not that many variables.
So in this particular situation, you're asking if I would stay?
She's about to have your kid. You don't want it.
I would have a conversation. I would be like, look, like I just don't think this is the best thing for us to do, cause I don't want this nigga. And if
she says he's gonna be mostly white, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's,
he's gonna be mostly white.
Yeah,
he's gonna have his genes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Role play. You said you would have an abortion. I get it. Flip it. You're one of those girls. Flip it. Pretend now. What do you say to him? You're gonna have this kid. What do you say?
So you're not gonna come around? You're not gonna be a good dad?
Well, I mean, I told you I don't want this nigga, so it's like.
So you're gonna not be there at all?
I mean, if I don't want him, no, I don't. No, I
So
don't.
you're gonna like disappear?
Listen, like I said, I'm gonna have a conversation and try to explain to you why we should not have this kid for both of us, not just for my own reasons. And if you still want the kid, then listen. You're like, I just don't know what to tell you. Like, I'll give you this 10 bands and sayonara.
What do you say to that? You're about to have this kid. That's the baby daddy. What do you do?
Well, fuck you.
So that's it?
He's a bad person.
He's a bad person.
I wouldn't
so
have
now
the
you
kid.
have the baby.
Okay.
The baby grows up.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to know who the daddy is. What do you do? How does this work?
I gotta find a stepdad.
We just established that those guys aren't trying to date single moms. What do you do here, guys?
I gotta find one somehow. Someone will.
Sugar daddy.
I want to know what the ones that are having the kids are doing with the 10 grand.
Yeah. With the
That's
10
what I
grand.
wanna
Forget
know.
about the
Some
10 grand. That's
shady.
I'm
irrelevant.
having the kid.
Okay. So this is an awkward situation right now. So who feels 100% adamant? There's no way you can tell me anything else. I'm having this kid. 100%. Lauren, why?
I don't believe in abortion. I think it's murder.
Okay. So these girls just murdered.
Committed murder, yeah.
And that's your roommate, by the way.
I love her, and she's a murderer.
Okay, so let's stay here for 1 second.
We regularly debate with Pixie on these things.
Yeah. So Pixie's your roommate.
Yeah.
You literally think she's a murderer.
Well, I don't know her past. I don't know if she's ever had an abortion.
So
but I
if
think
she did have an
then
abortion,
she would be a murderer.
would you still be friends with her?
Yeah.
Okay, would you look down on her?
I wouldn't look down on her. I think that she has, as a liberal, I think she has been brainwashed
yeah.
to think that it's not murder. She's committing an act without the knowledge of what she's doing. She thinks she's doing the right thing. In fact, even with her answer, she said, I wouldn't want to bring a baby into this earth. So you'd rather murder it? Like,
Yeah.
what?
It's not-
He's not going to have a dad, better off dead.
It's not
not a
like
baby
ways. If we
yet.
were just gonna disagree on like what
Right,
it
Mama, it's
becomes.
not a
Now you're
baby
getting
yet.
into
Baby or
like
human
when
life,
conception is, and that's a whole nother ballgame.
We've already had that conversation
What I
like
love
a
is you two
million
look
times.
like
we
your
strongly
beliefs.
disagree. So.
Right? Like she looked
Okay.
like she loved abortion.
Progressive?
She looked
What's
like,
your
look at what you're
response to
wearing, like, you
her? She
killed
just
evidence.
called you a murderer, but said she loves you anyway. Go ahead.
And she'd hang out.
We fundamentally disagree on when life begins, so we would probably end up having that conversation again. Hopefully, maybe one day one of us can change our minds. Probably not.
Probably not.
But I understand that Lauren comes from a different walk of life and different point of view, and I'm not gonna hate her for it.
Got it. All right, so you'll stay roommates. Respect. Last topic. We got 10 minutes left, and then we're wrapping up. My production team didn't think we could do this in 2 hours, and I know we can because we're professionals. I got about 5 topics we didn't get to. I'm gonna let you guys pick the last topic. Whether we should ask the ladies this, ask the men this. Here we go. So we have her rich ex-boyfriend asking the men. We have what to do with your girlfriend who's a bartender. Got it. She lied about how much debt she has.
Ooh, I like that one.
Okay. Major age gap in the relationship. Or your kid wants to transition.
Ooh, I love
Transition.
that
Okay. So let's have the guys. Go ahead. What do you want to go with?
Let the ladies.
All right, ladies, what do we want to go with? here?
Transition.
So all the ladies want to go transition. David,
not
for your
agree with
sake,
that
I wanted
one.
to go more money.
These two
Okay.
are gonna flip shit if you talk about
Okay.
trans. I know it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Got it. All right. For the record, I would have loved to talk a little bit of money today, but we're transitioning to this. Here's the deal.
That costs money.
Ladies, you're happily married to one of these handsome gentlemen. You've been married for 15 years. You have 3 kids. And your 15-year-old son wants to transition from a boy to a girl. Your husband is vehemently against it, but you love your son, and you know that he actually says he feels like a girl. How do you handle it? Now, green, red, you're 50. He's not 8, he's not 6, he's not 10, he's 15, about to turn 16. Green or red, you let the kid transition. Hold it up.
What color
Green
is
is-
what?
Green is obviously you're gonna let him transition.
Yo,
No
great.
is no transition. Hold him up high.
Can I ask
Learn
a
it.
clarifying
Hold him
question?
high. We have 1,
No question.
2 greens. Liv, which one are you going with?
Neither.
You're sitting this one out?
Yeah.
Why are you so uncomfortable?
Just because,
Because I'm gonna pick on you. So why are you so uncomfortable with this?
Just because, I support the community, of course, but I personally don't know because I don't have that situation. Like, I haven't dealt with that. So I can't, say the...
Hypothetical, you know, that baby that you had with McQueen that he didn't want to take care of, and now you have the baby.
I'm a single mom and I have a trans
You're a single mom, and you have a boy that wants to transition.
Because his dad wasn't
what
there.
do you say? Because the dad ain't around.
McQueen.
What do you say? Because there wasn't a good, strong male presence in the house. McQueen.
I used to be like having.
Would you let your 15-year-old son become
not 15?
a girl?
No. If he's 15, no.
What's the age?
I mean, if he's like above 18 and he can make his own decision.
So 15, no. 18, yes.
If it's his decision, yes.
Okay. Why are you gonna let your son transition, Bree?
Honestly, I feel like same thing. If you love your child, you should just let them do it. I mean, he's gonna do it eventually, regardless of whether he's under your roof or not. So you might as well just support him on his way.
So 15, you're cool with that?
She's basically giving him a death sentence.
You're cool with the 10-year-old?
Because he's mixed.
How about 10?
You said he's 10?
Yeah, now he's 10.
You want to wait it out a little bit. But
So what age is appropriate?
It was 15's like.
What age is appropriate?
What if it was OnlyFans?
Because we all make great
What age
decisions
is
at 15.
appropriate? So 10, no, 15, yes.
I would prefer 17, 18, a little bit more about life and what's going on. But
Gotcha. Pixie, why are you okay with your son, Steve, becoming Samantha?
Well, let me be clear. I'd be okay with social transitions. So if they decided they wanted to buy a dress or skirts to see how they felt and see if that was right for them, then I don't really care. For surgery, I'd rather have it be after 18. I don't think that.
But can't the argument be made that after 18 you've already hit puberty and that's harder to do? And
It is harder to do,
Okay.
but I feel like the brain is more mature and can make better, full decisions.
Got it. So let's go down the list here. You two are comfortable with letting your kids transition. Kate, why are you not okay with your son becoming a girl?
Because I study childhood development in college, and so I have a degree in the childhood and when you develop and stuff like that. And so your brain is just not fully developed at that age to be able to understand yourself in the world in just the right context and stuff. So I just wouldn't feel comfortable with letting them when they don't even know themselves completely and stuff, and their brain is still developing.
Okay. What about you, Tiff?
I wouldn't support it. Personally, I'm a little religious. I would ask, well, what makes you feel like you need to do that? I'd like to get them therapy because I don't want them to make a decision they will later regret, because there are people that regret that. I don't think kids should transition at all, because you'll have little Sally chop off her titties at 12 and then realize how amazing it is being a woman and how much it sucks being a man sometimes, buying the drink for the woman, and she regrets it.
Those free drinks are every reason to keep them titties.
But I'm afraid of the trauma later of them regretting it.
Daniela, why are you not going to allow your kid to
I just don't agree
transition?
because I'm young, I'm in this generation, and I just feel like everybody's easily manipulated with everything that's going on.
Why
in
is
the
this
world.
generation so comfortable with the transition stuff, whereas older generations?
I don't want to sound mean, but it's just, it's a trend. I don't think it's a trend, but people just kind of see it that way. What's talked about the most and what comes out the most, and people shift towards that. So I don't agree.
Christy, what do you do? Your 15-year-old's ready to transition?
No way.
No
I'm
way?
so against that. No, I would never let my kids do that.
What about when they're
Absolutely not.
18? Would you
No.
still love them? They can do whatever they want. They're
They
18.
can do whatever they want, but I'm gonna raise them that they're not gonna do that. I would, like she said, put them in therapy. They would not come to that conclusion on their own. The only reason why they would come to that conclusion is because they're shoving liberal BS down their throats at the
Conditioned.
schools. I'm gonna homeschool my kids. I'm not putting my kids in public schools. They're completely brainwashing them. I wouldn't raise my kids like that at all.
Gotcha. Brianna, you're shaking your head. You're like, nah, cool, I'm good with this. Tell Chrissy why she's wrong.
This is half the time. This motherfucker, they're in the closet anyway. Half the time doing this stuff without y'all knowing. They've been doing this for hundreds.
That's
of
all
thousands of years.
conditioned too, though.
So at some point, like I said again.
All right. So
What, showing gender non-conformity versus going trans? There's been people who are gender non-conforming for throughout history, but there's a big difference between medically sterilizing yourself at a young age. When I was 15, I swore black and blue I didn't want kids. At 28 years old, that is the main goal for my entire life. You have no idea what you want when you're at that age, and if you are going to permit your children to do that, then I'm sorry, that is weakness. You should not even have a child in the fucking first place.
Also,
Janelle, Jennelle, final word for the ladies.
Also, as a woman who has a mixed child, and I think you're mixed. You look something mixed and beautiful, but it would be a death sentence for your child. Back here in the back, Brianna, is it?
Yeah, Brianna.
So I would absolutely, if my son had any kind of, first of all, he would never have that kind of inclination because he knows he's Shiva. But second of all, if he came to me with some bullshit like that, I'm shutting it down because you're basically killing your son. Black transgender women going to men going to women have the highest suicide rate, period. So it's just a death sentence that you're giving, and like she said, it's all conditioned behavior anyway. And when you were 17, when I was 15, I wanted 7 kids. Now I'm like, I'll take 3. Like this is a lot.
Can you repeat that statistic real quick? What was that?
That when I was 17?
No, the statistic you just cited.
When you're talking about the transgender population, especially African American, they're the most unhappiest demographic, period.
No shit.
Yes, black, gay, and transgender, they're the unhappiest and highest rates of suicide. Their life is like shit.
Black,
Okay, wait,
gay,
but this statistic
Look
is
up
more
some-
complicated than you're
Sounds
making
like a
it
John
seem.
Mulaney joke.
And the medical professions are incentivized to affirm them. If a therapist provides any type of pushback, they are at risk of losing their license. This thing has become so politicized. It is not a matter of how people genuinely feel.
Have any
It's
of you guys
politicized.
been sold by your wives to let the kid transition? Yeah?
Most of them are on the same page. Bree from the South, I'm still learning shit about you. Who you been hanging with?
Yeah.
I got a very simple answer to that shit. Yeah, all of you did great. Very, very simple answer. I'm generally a pretty conservative cat, but I'm not heartless. I'm just not brainwashed. If my son was like, hey, I want to be a girl, I'd be like, brother, you're gay. It's okay. We don't have to start chopping your body parts off. Get a boyfriend is cool. Like,
you'd be okay with.
I'm that liberal, right? But I was like, would I love my kid if he was gay? Certainly. If he's like, listen, these body parts got to go, I'm like, Christ, we got to take him to the hospital.
Right.
That's how it used to be. I'm like, he's lost his shit. He came home from school talking about taking
That's a great
answer.
Let's end it right there. Let's end it right there.
And now I'm canceled.
Thank you.
You're not canceled whatsoever.
It's a great answer.
We got to
Such a
wrap
Shiva
up, guys.
answer.
This has been a very fun episode, right? It's wrap up time? Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Round of applause for everybody being here. Okay? Nobody wanted to talk a little bit of money, being debt. By the way, gentlemen, real quick, this is a 60-second thing. You've been dating your girl for 3 years, you just proposed, you dropped 10 grand on a ring, and she started to plan the wedding. You find out that she never told you how much debt she has. It's actually $100,000, including student loans, the car that she said she was paid for, and her credit card. You've got money, but this concerns you. Do you stay with her or no?
Why did she lie?
She's in crazy debt?
She's in 100 grand in debt. Do you stay with her or no? You're
No.
engaged already.
No.
That's it.
No.
Engagement's off.
No, it creates too many problems.
No, but it's not because of the money. It's because she lied.
Exactly,
Okay.
she lied.
David?
If I didn't ask, that's on me.
Got it.
You can't blame that person. If I asked and they lied, it's not your problem.
Okay.
You have bigger problems later.
Troy?
No, I'd stay with her because I think that the financial aspect is for the guy to look after. And if I loved her, and if I wanted to saw a future with her, I would look after that side of things.
Gotcha.
We love you, Troy.
Thanks, guys.
You're assuming responsibility for the finances, and now you're minus 100 grand wherever you're at now.
Listen, man, if I love her and I want to have a life with her, I'll look after that side of things.
Ladies, real quick, thumbs up if you should stay with the girl who lied about the debt. Green, he stays with her. Red, he should call off the engagement. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Wait, what is
She lied. All right,
Don't
the
be with
majority
liars.
of the women say that you're a fool, Troy.
I'm a simp.
Should have left that. You're a simp.
Mate, Adam, it's hypothetical because I'm not getting married
Now
anyway.
let's just take on debt, kids,
Let's leave it
the
right
whole
there.
shit.
Thank you. I wanted to get that question in. All good. Nat, before we go to the happy ending and wrap up, anything that you want to say, chats, all good? How we doing?
Yes, we'll go through some chats. Thank you guys for super chats. We've got these 304s ain't loyal. Women are better than men in lying and cheating, deceiving, nagging, gossiping, playing victim, being indecisive, contradiction, hypocrisy, avoiding accountability, overcomplicating, and did I miss STH? Then we have
hypocrisy on these ladies.
I'm a
guys. I can't even
949,
deal
by
with
the
it.
way.
Go ahead,
Then we
Nat.
have Say No More. Ladies, most women are selfish, don't think about the kids, and choose to be single mom. Others are stupid to make bad decisions and end up being a single mom. Which one are you or will become? Then we have actually our biggest super chat in the building, Jay Waller. Shout out to you, $400 in super chat. We appreciate
Jay Waller.
it.
Jay
In
Waller.
the chat, thank you.
Jay Waller in the house.
We appreciate you. And then that's it for chats. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. And let's go to Adam's favorite part, the happy ending.
Well, Justin Waller, the stud, our buddy, my friend, just made our happy ending.
Did he say anything, or he just sent $100?
He just sent some money.
You're
We
doing
love
some
that.
great. Here's some money. That's what he does with his girls. Go. I feel like a lady right now. He just gave me money. I go have fun with. Thanks, Jay Waller. Love you, bro.
Hey, Jay, I've been trying to reach you.
It's the happy ending part. Everybody gets 10 seconds to say your favorite part of the show, what you learned, what you want the world to know about you, and everyone's Instagrams are going to be in the description, so you don't even need to announce it. You could just say your name, your favorite part of the show, so your Instagram's already there. We'll start with Kate. Go ahead. Final thoughts.
It's a fabulous show. I always appreciate learning everyone's perspectives. My favorite part was the little dance we had out here. That was a vibe. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Pixie, you fought a little bit, not as much as I'd like to see. Go ahead with your goofy, cute ass.
Hi, I'm Pixie. I really enjoyed this in general. I think these things are a lot of fun. I had fun just waving them around.
That was my answer.
I stole it from you guys.
You know.
Shout out to Amazon. We're simple creatures.
Thanks for having me on.
Go ahead, Tiffany. Thank you for you're the original dancer, but
I'm the OG
obviously
dancer.
Amy stole the show with the freaking worm she did. Go ahead.
I mean, I can't do that.
but
I can't do that. You know what Amy did because I'm wearing a dress, so I got to be a lady.
well, I can't twerk, so it's okay.
I feel it. My name is Tiffany. Thank you for having me on. I actually really like these. Like, these are actually an excellent part of the show.
Listen, guys, we'll start implementing them now. Humberto,
And I
that was all
really
you,
liked
buddy.
how you put the men and women against each other. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Then after this, we're probably doing mud wrestling. After this, so stay tuned for the after hour show.
let's do cheesy. You can call it hot and cheesy.
Okay, Daniela.
Thank you for bringing me back. I love to get all the guys' perspective. They were all different, so it was nice to see girls versus guys, especially women. We have such strong women on this panel. So
Yeah.
I love
Your
that.
beautiful business partner, Tracy, over here.
Yes.
As gorgeous as she is, none of these guys want to date you because you're a kid, but
that was my favorite
someone's out
part.
there.
My favorite part was knowing that as a single mom, I'm never gonna have a partner, according to this social lifestyle. I loved it. I loved everybody's perspective. I mean, I'm pretty strong, and I stand by what I believe in, and I'm okay with that.
By the
It was
way,
great coming
respect to
back.
you for taking it like a G, owning it, and being like, yo, and I'm coming back again. So respect,
Sure. All the time.
respect. And I saw your true nature. Okay? She was classy. I don't need anybody.
She
And all of
said,
a sudden,
"I'm
she's like,
coming for you."
oh, I'm going to cut this motherfucker right now. I saw you. Brianna?
I just enjoyed the same thing, just seeing everybody's different point of views of everything. My favorite part was the little worm dance
Yep.
she pulled off. That was
Well, Amy, you
classic.
killed the worm. You can't say that that was your favorite part because everyone's saying that it was.
I mean, it was kind of no. I love being here. I love seeing you, Adam. Love seeing Nat. Great to see Troy again. And being here with my girls, Lauren and Pixie.
Aww.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lauren, you called your roommate a murderer? Is that what you want to say before you guys go home and
Yeah.
have sex with certain people? I don't know.
Yeah, or each other. You don't even know. You don't know our lives.
Oh.
All right,
no,
I didn't get the
think-
RSVP, but invite me next time. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think my favorite part of the show is going to be after the show when I get to talk to everybody more and meet all of you guys. So I'm really,
Awesome.
really appreciative to
Thank
be
you.
here.
Jennelle Gordon, my friend, thank you for making it. You always make the show even better with your hot takes. What do you want to tell the people?
Check me out, theofactors.com. My Valentine's retreat is almost sold out, so if you want to be in on that, you got to join us in Mexico. My favorite part of the show is you, Adam. I fly
thank
all
you.
the way from Orange County to see you. You know, none of this stuff really means anything.
Let me tell
to
you something. We're doing thumbnails. We're doing something. I said, you got to put Jennelle in the center of the thumbnail or I'm going to get my dick cut off, and I don't want that to happen.
In
Right?
another
Lorena
life,
Bobbitt.
you and I might have had something.
All right. But not as a single mom.
Not
I'm
a single
sorry.
mom. I know.
Sorry.
I know.
I love you.
I know. Mwah.
Okay, Christy. By the way, that's just her voice. Go ahead,
It's
speak.
just my voice. Christy
Yeah.
St. Regis on Instagram. I liked hearing different perspectives. I definitely enjoyed your worm, Amy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, these signs are kind of cool.
Yeah, I guarantee you guys gave two shits about the
I don't give a
signs.
fuck about you.
All the girls are like, oh my god, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've never. Girls are very basic. Okay, Liv, take
Thanks
us
for
home.
having me.
You got pregnant tonight. You got
I
cheated
did.
on tonight.
Cheated, pregnant, all in one.
Abortion.
Wow.
All right, now your kids transition. You've had a rough night.
It's been rough.
Okay, good
really
luck
rough.
out there. What do you want the people to know?
Yeah, you know, thanks for having me back. Love to be here. Yeah, I like having a good debate, seeing different perspectives. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, do you think we're more aligned here or more separated now after this show?
Aligned.
Aligned.
Okay. You guys
All
think
right.
we're aligned or?
We're about to find out.
What, just on most issues?
Thank you for being here. You know I
Yeah.
respect you.
Yeah,
You're
thank you for
you're
having
a
me on,
unique
brother.
dude.
Appreciate it.
I found out you're sterile tonight. I found
Yes.
out that you're
And
a
enjoying it.
conservative, but you're
Yeah.
compassionate.
Yeah. Well,
I found out a lot of things about you. Your arms are getting bigger. Relax.
Thank you.
Okay, but you look great. I'm happy you're here. What do you want the people to know about you? I know you're working on such creative stuff.
Yeah.
Movies.
I just finished a movie I can't talk about because it's not going to be out for a little while. But check out The Adventures of Save-A-Ho. My show where I play Captain Save-A-Ho is if he was a real crime fighter that actually saved hoes.
Yeah.
Like there's like hoes tied up in a
It's
chair and I
actually
kick in the
funny,
door and I'm like, yo, leave that hoe right where she's at.
It's
I don't fuck
amazing.
around.
You know what's so funny to me?
You got to be in one of these eventually.
That's great. That's not where I was going with this. But your it's so funny how like your last name sort of makes you like maybe gravitates
Savo.
where you got your last name is Savo. You're like
Savo.
I'm a Savo.
Yeah.
Like my last name is
He transitioned
Sosnick.
into that.
I'm like SOS. Man, put some dollar signs there. You're hosting a money and dating show now. Boom. David Green,
Money.
right?
Green, money.
Green. You wrote
Dangerfield,
that book.
dangerous as fuck.
Dangerfield. All right, Ronnie Dangerfield. All right, I'll come back to McQueen, but I give you a shout out. Thank you for being here. I know this isn't exactly what you're used to, but I feel like you give a very calm, stoic response to sometimes things that get very emotional.
logical.
So I appreciate that. Ladies, what do you think about David's responses?
amazing.
Okay.
David.
One of you lucky winners gets to go home with David tonight to his mansion. Congratulations.
Matchmake these two, right?
So David, give yourself a plug and also plug your book, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Favorite part of the show is how you handled 16 people up here on the stage and kept it pretty sane for as much as these things usually go crazy. So
Thank
good
you.
job and shout out to your crew. And they can find the book at biggerpockets.com/pillars.
Awesome. McQueen, you didn't raise that kid, you get in fights, you're leaving girls, but you're the man, bro, so I'm never gonna hold that against you. What you want to tell the people out there, bro?
The viewers or like the girls?
Everyone, you do what you want to do.
I'm sorry for leaving you. I didn't know what to say. I was put in a sticky situation, but my name's McQueen, and yeah, look me up on YouTube. You know, 1 million subscribers. That's it.
Look him up, the Mega McQueen, Troy Francis, my British, good-looking gentleman. Tell the world what's going on in your world.
Thanks for having me on, Adam. It's been a fantastic show. I'm Troy Francis. I'm a dating coach from London, and basically, you guys can avoid 99.9% of all the problems we talked about tonight if you just don't get married and you go out and you live a bachelor lifestyle. You have a great time. So what they should do is come to Bogota, Colombia with us next week when we're running a boot camp in Bogota, Colombia, 19th to the 22nd.
Who's going to this camp?
Myself, James Tusk. We're going to be teaching cold approach. We're going to be teaching dating skills.
Okay, do you ever want to have kids, by the way? Okay, so there it is. If you don't want to have kids, I totally condone that
you
life.
know what I'm saying.
The problem I have, we have a very similar past, but my future is going to probably be a lot different because I would like to have kids and a family. The Playboy lifestyle is awesome. You know it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the big question is if you want kids or not.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'm sold on that.
But,
so
yeah,
one of you
come
lucky ladies is not going to have that abortion because I'm going to want kids. All right. Maybe I'll go Genghis Khan on all you ladies out here.
But they can
thank
follow
you,
me,
brother.
Real Troy Francis, at Real Troy Francis on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're interested in coming to Colombia, email me, troy@realtroyfrancis.com.
Okay. We almost had a exit stage left. Anyway, guys, thank you. Before I give my happy ending, let me give a major shout out to some people that are here. Humberto is in the house. You can't see him. There's no camera. I don't know if you can pan out there.
He's been working his ass
Humberto,
off,
thank you what you do. Say hi. Also behind him is Jaden Russell, young up-and-coming stud out in Miami. Lisa's in the house. She showed up. She runs Manect. If anyone wants to be a Manect consulting, she's doing that. John Human is here. Yes, John. His last name is Human. Is he listening? Hey, John. And then the man that makes my dreams come true, Jorge. Thank you for everything, bro. Deli's in the house. Is Malik here?
I'm right here.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Malik's here. We got Andres in the back. We got Jeremy in the back. Who else is back there? That's our squad. We got our whole team. Is there anyone I'm forgetting?
Yeah.
Is there anyone I'm forgetting? Oh, Nat! How could I forget Nat? Ladies, clap it up for Nat. Gentlemen, oh my God. Oh my God, I have to pour into her. Tell her I love her. Tell her she's great. She's doing a great job. Because she is. Gentlemen, be nice to the ladies in your life because they're not as logical sometimes. They're a little more emotional and you have to deal with that. It's something I'm dealing with. I'm making Nat a little red right now. Let's put the camera on her and don't move it. Yeah, there she is. Okay. We appreciate you, Nat. Booked every single one of you guys on the show today. Did she not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, Nat.
Thank you, Nat.
It does not go underappreciated. Thank you. Every man out there, every content creator out there, every dude would be better served to have a Nat in their life.
Yes.
Even though she's naggy as hell, Nagtalia, but overall she's awesome. But thank you. But that's sort of my premise here. Is men and women and intersexual dynamics and dating and life and money and kids. This shit ain't easy, is it? A lot of complications. But I feel having conversations, bringing us together, understanding the male perspective, understanding the female perspective, without shitting on each other, without calling you an OnlyFans whore or a fucking bad baby daddy. We get it. But let's bring it in together. Let's be respectful. We can disagree without being disagreeable. And I think we're all better served from that. So thank you guys for being here. Okay, men can win and women don't have to lose. And women can win and men don't have to lose. We could all win together. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now let's go have the after party, mud wrestle, and have the time of our lives. Thank you guys at home for tuning in. If you want to see more of this type of content, like the video, and hopefully we'll do more of this. We're off for the rest of the week, so enjoy the weekend. We out of here.
It's the SOSCAST, baby.
Thanks, guys. Clap it up. Okay, a photo. Got it. Who has to...